Yeah, our game guards, they're
It's now time for Salem Tiger football on KSMO Media. Before every broadcast, you can hear Tiger Talk, where head coach Neil Myers discusses the evening's contest with Stan Stevens. It's Tiger Talk on KSMO Media.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Neil Myers, Coach Salem Tigers, went down to Houston, Missouri to take on a pretty good Houston Tiger team. And when you look back at this game, the entire first half, I mean, it was a very, very close ball game in the first half. Tigers got on top of Salem, got on top with a touchdown, and Houston came right back. And then some penalties really did the Salem Tigers in near the end of the half. But when you look back at this game, a lot of the positives that we have been talking about, getting some offense going, getting some drives together, Coach, starting to happen for the Salem Tigers.
It was. We had a very good first half there against Houston. I thought we did a lot of things right. We did a lot of things well, both offensively and defensively, and I thought our kids fought very hard. So in that first part of that game, I thought we did exceptional. We were getting blocks. We were exploding through the hole, making things happen. Of course, we had the tip pass for a touchdown. Even if we had thrown that ball long, I still think it would have been a touchdown. So it was there, and things were starting to click for us.
Well, one of the things, let's go back to set that play up. Again, on defense, we get a fumble, recover the fumble. We get that fumble recovered in the end zone after we had already recovered the fumble at about the 3-yard line, but they ruled the player down or whatever, stopped in progress. And we get the ball out at the 20-yard line. And, Coach, in just 3 plays, we have Du Bois going back. He gets good protection. He has plenty of time to get that ball off. Hayden Sanders running a good route, and ball slightly underthrown, tip, but it goes to him. Practice things you do. Number 1, you sprint on a pattern. Number 2, you have the tip drills that they come in handy. And then number 3, you finish the play. All 3 done on that play by Hayden Sanders and the Salem Tigers.
Well, and that's, you got to give credit to Hayden Sanders. He's fresh out to us. That was his first game he was able to participate in, but you got to see a little bit of the basketball athleticism that Hayden brings to it, but definitely sprinted down the field, got past the defender. That's when the basketball athleticism kicked in. The ball got tipped. It didn't even look like it fazed him at all. He caught it, and it was in stride heading to the end zone, and that's good credit for him. But overall, I mean, great play by the team as a whole.
Yep.
One of the issues we've had, the O-line's had problems in protection. I thought we did very well on protection that night. So it's definitely a learning process for all of us involved. Caden last year was kind of running around with his head cut off a couple times, and I think that affects him a little bit still to this day. But as the time goes, he's going to feel more comfort and be a lot more relaxed in that pocket, and I think we'll see more explosive things out of it.
And, earlier in the game, Coach, it was a pass to Hayden. It was a 9-yard pass, and, man, the guy was all over him, and actually from our angle looked like it might have hit the defender's arm, and Hayden was still able to catch that ball and hold on to it for a 9-yard gain. And if you've got a receiver that can make those kind of catches, that can make those small adjustments, find that little gap where they can make that play, get the pass in, somehow fit it in, and if you've got a guy with hands like Hayden that can make those adjustments on the fly, Coach, you've got a prize right there.
But by far, I mean, that's a game changer when you have that available to you, and we're making those types of plays. That makes a big difference when you're out there, especially for your quarterback's confidence too, because when you've got somebody that you can throw it to that you feel like is going to catch it every time, it makes it a little bit easier for you on a decision.
And then as we watch that first half unfold, Salem gets the lead, and Houston's going to come back, and we'll talk about the defense here in just a moment. But when you look at the offense, Coach, the next play, obviously the next time we kick off, Houston goes right down and score. But then our next offensive possession, we just didn't get anything done. And that's where you really got to suck it up and say, man, we've got to get some yardage. We've got to take this to the half where we're in possession of the ball. And we're just falling a little bit short of that, aren't we?
We are. We went back, watched film on that, and one of the things that we've talked to with the boys this year so far has been that it's all about the little things. And when we got back into the film, the biggest thing we noticed, yes, we took some wrong steps. Maybe we didn't hustle a couple plays. But that's really what it comes down to. And we focused on that pretty hard this week in practice. I think the O-line probably had their best week overall rather than just one day of a good practice. They actually had a good week. They spent a lot of time on the sled. They spent a lot of time in the chute, spent a lot of time working steps, getting understanding. I'm excited to see how it all pieces together as we move forward to this week.
And in the second half, and then we started to mix up the running game a little bit, started doing the option play, and Coach, all of a sudden some holes start opening up, and that's exactly what the Salem Tigers have to do, start using all of their assets.
We do, and I feel like right now, playbook-wise, it's still not all in by any means because we have a lot of opportunities that we can still put things in. But for the most part, for what we're trying to do running game-wise and, of course, passing game-wise, we've got quite a bit out there. And we saw a little bit more of it. The option's something that we've been working on. We didn't put it in as early this year as we really, really wanted to, but we're at that point where we are. And we're starting to see what that can do for us and how that will open up for us as we go.
And if you Too many penalties in this game, Coach. Those 5-yard penalties really hurt Salem when they seemed to have a little bit of momentum going. I know we had a third and long. We got up to first and long. We got to 2nd and 9, and then we had some penalties. And then all of a sudden it changes what you can do. So you might have 2 plays to get that first down. Now 2nd and 14 or 2nd and 19. That changes your whole complex, doesn't it?
Oh, it does big time. That's one of the things we talk about as a team, that we can't play behind the chains. We've got to be in front of the chain, so we can't do those little things that hinder us and move us back to a 1st and 15, a 2nd and 15. We need to be able to stay in front of that and make those advances without having that wall there against us already.
When we come back, we're going to talk about that defense when we return on Tiger Talk after this.
Do you know what to do if you're stuck on the railroad crossing? Get out of your vehicle. If a train is not approaching, find the blue and white emergency notification system sign on the traffic signs at the crossing. For help, call the number on the sign and give them the crossing number so they know your location and can alert train traffic. Remember, find the blue and white to save your life. For more information, visit oli.org.
Now back to more of Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Neil Myers, coach of Salem Tigers defense, I think came out and kind of shocked the Houston Tigers, especially in their first possession, because when Salem came out, Houston got the ball. They thought they were just going to go back, start throwing a few passes. They got knocked down. They got pressure. And all of a sudden, they're getting a sack. We're getting guys behind the line. Coach, I really do think that they thought coming into this game that they're going to be able to walk all over the Salem Tigers. They found that not to be the case.
Yeah, I think we shocked them a little bit. Of course, as we've talked already in this, that we're trying to get better week in and week out. We're a very, very, very young defense right now, so the strides that we're going to make can be big, but there's going to be some type of stride in there. Period. And I thought defensively, we made some big steps this week. I thought we did some very good things. There were still some things to work on, but overall, I thought there was a lot more positive than there was negative from last week to this week is how we performed.
And when you look at this Houston Tiger team, it's a very experienced team. A lot of these guys have been doing this now 4 years. And, you look at the Mitchell kid, you look at the Hughes kid. He's a very good athlete in more than one sport and not just isolated football. So when you got guys like that they've got some experience. You're running with some guys who don't have that experience. There's going to be some plays that obviously they're going to make happen. But overall, when you start looking at that first half, though, you really held Houston in a very well, what I would say, in a very confined area for most of that first half. Yeah, they were able to get on that drive right before the end of the half and take it all the way down and score after we scored. But it was only a 46-yard drive, Coach. That's a very short field.
Well, that was, we felt as we were going into that game, and then even more so after we watched game film after the game, that Houston's probably the best team we've played so far this year. And so for us as a defense to do what we did and come out and do what we did to them and hold them back and keep them confined, yeah, short yardage or a short field is always going to be a problem for a defense. But we being young, that's where we have to learn that's where we have to muscle up a little bit and say, hey, this is our place. We're not going to let it happen. Even though we're on a visiting field, we still have to let them know that this isn't going to just be an easy cakewalk. And, I thought we did really well. Overall toughness, a lot of heart. I thought the kids did very well in that first half defensively.
And you won the turnover battle, which is something that we've talked about. Yeah, you didn't win the game, but you won the turnover battle, which makes Houston have to go a longer field to score instead of giving the ball at the 15, 20-yard line.
Yes, we talked about that this week very highly because that was something that I thought was a positive to discuss, is that as a team we did win that turnover battle. And that's something that you want to do. That's one of our main goals for each game is win that turnover margin. We talked about that. We talked about with the offense that's the importance of us being able to sustain drives as well, because with us sustaining drives, it's basically another form of defense that we can keep them off the field. So if we can win that turnover margin and sustain drives, we put ourselves in a good position to make a wave.
And when these younger guys start believing what they can do, like Carter DeGon, he got behind the line, made a tackle behind the line, he sacks their quarterback, and then all of a sudden he's a raging bull out there, and you see the guys suddenly they rise up behind him. Anything like that, when you see a younger guy just step forward and say, "It's my chance. You're giving me a chance to play. I'm going to do it," Coach. You got to love that kind of effort and enthusiasm.
Definitely. I mean, we were excited. We have seen what Carter's able to do when he's been in practice, so we were excited to get him back out there. But I think that is a big piece of it, is that when these, not just a couple of the older guys, but again, defense being as young as we are, we had 7 sophomores at one point starting on defense. So when these other sophomores see that, hey, this sophomore's doing the same thing, I think it starts to elevate the play across the board of the whole defense.
And you never know when one player can be the driving force and guys can jump on his back and say, if he can do it, I can do it, and follow up with that same kind of effort. And Coach, as young as this team is, that's kind of really what they need to have happen, isn't it?
Well, we've got to get that confidence. We have players, and there are plenty of them on this team. The biggest issue we suffer from is the overall confidence. And when you have something like that happen out there, you see it start to radiate across the entire team, and not even just the defense, but the team as a whole.
And you're seeing some of those guys, they may not be leaders this year, but you're seeing some of them move forward. Campbell Boy, Carter, other guys out there, they seem to be stepping up, don't they?
They do, and that's a good sign. We've got to, again, as young as we are, we've got to have that. And as we develop that, we have to be able to move forward with it as well, and lead the right way and do things the right way. And the guys that we're talking about, they're doing that out there right now.
When we come back, talk night's game, another SCA contest, this one against the Thayer Bobcats. We'll talk about it with Coach Myers right after this.
Purple Wave Auction understands that it takes the right equipment to maximize profits in the field. That equipment is up for auction every week at purplewave.com. Bid on hundreds of items from John Deere, Kubota, Case IH, and more. Our marketplace transparency makes bidding on those tractors, balers, and sprayers safe and easy. Equipment sells to the highest bidder regardless of price. Get started now at purplewave.com. Purple Wave Auction. Straight, simple, sold.
Now back to more of Tiger Talk on KSMO.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Neil Myers, coach the Thayer Bobcats coming to town. Thayer Bobcats in kind of a similar situation as the Salem Tigers. They're kind of rebuilding right now. We all know Thayer has always been a quality football program, and they're going to fight the Tigers tooth and nail here in this SCA contest. Both of these teams are really looking for a solid win.
They are. Obviously, watch some film on them. You know, they've got some talent. The little number 1 that they've got, their tailback, definitely has some wheels on him, and they're going to try to utilize him as much as possible. From what we've seen from them, they're very multifaceted as far as they like to run it into a full house backfield, whether it be power I or out of a split back. But they'll also come out at you in a trips formation out of shotgun or pistol. So very dynamic, very can be explosive. Again, a team that we've got to take care of business on, and if we don't, it could be a bad night for us.
We all know how Thayer can be very physical, and we expect that tonight in another SCA game, a very physical game. But our guys can stay right with these guys from Thayer. Now it's just a matter who wants to win that battle at the line, isn't it?
It is. It's that toughness and that grit, and that's what we've got to show up with, and we've got to be able to pop them in their mouth and let them know that we're at home and this is our house, and that's what we've got to bring to the table on this tonight.
You don't hear the term smash mouth football much anymore, do you?
Might be offensive to some, Stan.
I don't know. You just don't hear it anymore. Maybe that used to be the way that all the teams in the SCA used to play. It was tough.
Well, for sure. I mean, coming into the SCA, that's all I'd ever remembered it being. And then since I've gotten here, it seems like everybody's running a 3-man front and everybody's in spread of some type. And it kind of throws me off a little bit, because the SCA that I'd always known about was a smash mouth in your face. We're going to come downhill at you.
But the secret is that obviously with some speed, Thayer's always had some pretty good speed, and that's what Salem's going to have to control. You got to stop these guys in that first step or two, don't you?
We do. They do have some speed. the big piece for us is we got to control the outside. We've got to play defense like we know how to play it. We can't go rogue, and we've got to hold our outside and let the cavalry come in and help us clean it up. So that'll be a big piece for us, is holding the outside against Thayer.
And one of the things that we talked about at the very beginning of the year, Coach, that you said you want to have is get that offense as your best defense, get them out there, let them take time off the clock, let those defensive guys rest. A lot more fun to play offense than it is defense.
Well, me being a defensive guy, I like playing a lot of defense. Well, I always liked hitting people.
But if you're going both ways.
But, well, offensively, I think, you said it right. We have talked about this, but we have to get out there and sustain drives against them, because the best defense we can have is if their offense doesn't have the ball. And if we have it and we're moving the ball and we keep moving down consistently and not shooting ourselves in the foot, we can get it put into the end zone. We won't have to worry about what their offense is going to do.
Right, and if the defense comes in with the philosophy is if they don't score, you can't lose.
Exactly.
It's simple, isn't it? It's pretty simple.
Well, in all honesty, football is a pretty simple game. We just decide to make it a lot tougher than it is, I think, sometimes.
And sometimes I think Michigan makes it a little tougher than it should be, too. Anyway, well, Coach, the very best of luck tonight in the SCA against the Thayer Bobcats. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
Stay tuned. Tiger football. It's next.
You've been listening to Tiger Talk on KSMO Media with Stan Stevens and head football coach Neil Myers. Stay with us for Salem Tiger football. It's next on KSMO Media.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Thayer Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Thayer Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Thayer Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Welcome to this KSMO Media broadcast of Salem Tiger Football. Tonight's game is brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Salem Memorial Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Salem Memorial Clinic, Country Mart, The Bank of Salem, Napa, Munet Auto Supply, Town Screen, LLC, Tax Masters, Town & Country Insurance, Southwest Baptist University, Thayer Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Ubbs Tire Center, Looking Glass Salon, New Life Auto, Haters Sporting Good and Taxidermy, Melvin Motors and more, Southtown Furniture, Healthy Dent County, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, United Country Salem Realty, The Local on 4th Street, Country Chic Boutique and Photography, and Ozark Overhead Door LLC. Now, get ready for Salem Tiger Football right here on KSMO Media.
And we welcome you, Salem High School football field, Bill Schuchart Stadium. It's SCA play between the Salem Tigers and the Thayer Bobcats. They're coming in with a 1-2 record, though they did come back last week. They were down 30-0 to Mountain View. Rick came back, got a couple of touchdowns, but this Thayer Bobcat team still scares me a little bit. They've got a lot of speed. They've got a lot of guys on their line that are still returning from last year. They were 4-5 last year. Not your typical Thayer Bobcat team, but they've got a couple of guys out tonight. Like, who doesn't? We all do, right?
We all do. Yeah, we all do.
So it'll be interesting to see how the game plays out. Tigers talking, to Coach Myers. Got some new wrinkles they want to try tonight. Let's see how that all works out. And basically, you're going to have to keep the Spencer boy on the inside. If he can get to the outside, that's going to be the key to this game. We welcome you to Salem High School for Football action. Rick Hoyt, Stan Stevens with you on a Friday night. Now, this is a lot better home welcome Friday night than the other one was when it was 117 degrees.
Yeah, I'll take this one, or a little cooler. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah, but like I say, this one is a lot better than that last one we done standing here at home.
So let's hope that all the kids can stay well hydrated and start getting these cramps and strains and stuff. Let's get all that behind us and, all these Charlie horses, and hopefully everybody can be injury-free tonight and have just a good football game.
We do. Yep.
So the Tigers looking for that first win. They played really good first half last week against Houston. Unfortunately, Houston Tigers came out, and they did show that their experience. They were able to wear the Salem Tigers down that second half. And, Rick, that's going to be the key tonight. Can the Tigers stay strong, stay fresh, get out there, continue to play that consistent type of football for 48 minutes.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and that's what I look at I go back and look at that Houston game, Stan, and and there was some opportunities there. Like say Salem, it was up 7-0, and then lo and behold, like you say, the Houston Tigers come back and scored twice in less than hardly minutes there in the first half, and that kind of killed the Tigers' momentum.
Well, we have the coin toss. It looks like the Tigers have won the toss. And they have deferred. If I saw I just didn't catch it all at the last moment there, Rick.
Yeah.
So receiving the ball will be Thayer. They'll be defending the goal to the south as we get this game underway. Yeah. So we hope you enjoy the contest tonight, whether you're listening on radio, AM 1340, FM 95.7, or you're joining us via KSMO Media, which is our KSMORadio.com Twitch account, also our KSMO Radio Facebook page, which is this KSMO Stream Facebook page, not our regular Facebook, our Stream Facebook, and then our KSMO YouTube. I always want to thank all the sponsors that make it possible to bring you these Tiger athletics and activities like Melvin Motors and more. I always appreciate sponsors that allow us to be able to bring you these activities and you may not be able to attend. Melvin Motors and more, thank you again for being a proud supporter of your Tigers. We're about ready to get this thing underway. If you're watching the game on the video stream, Thayer's in their white uniforms with the green trim. Salem Tigers in their all navy blue uniforms with the white numbers. I still don't know what color green this is. I've been watching this for 40 years, and I still don't know what that color green is.
I don't. Yeah, it is a unique, different type of green that we see. Yeah.
I just can't tell you what it is.
What it is, yeah. But it is a green.
It's a unique green. I call it Thayer green because that's about as close as I can get. Mark Spencer's going to drive deep. He's a senior, and he's going to get probably the majority of the handoffs tonight. He is in the middle of it. On the left side is going to be number 10, Dawson Harris. And I believe on the other side will be Devin Harrington. Nope. Ball fell off the tee. Looks like Trey Parsons getting the kickoff responsibility.
I've seen that, yeah.
And Trey kicks it off, and it's going to come down to Spencer at around the 15-yard line. Spencer moves up the middle of the field, takes a little deviation to the right. He's by three guys. He's going down the sideline. A flag goes down. He is pushed out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. Flag goes down right at midfield, and that's going to be holding against, I'm sure, Thayer. Yep. But a good return by Spencer. Yeah. He's got wheels, and we said if he can get to the outside, you're not going to catch him very well.
Make him stay in the middle of the field. You're right, Stan.
Well, that's still a 35-yard return to about where the flag came down, Rick. And that's still a pretty doggone good return. Yeah. So let's give you the Tiger defensive starters for the night.
Jay Anand, sophomore.
Grant Case, junior.
Dominic Berry, junior.
Carter Deegan, sophomore.
Gavin Sapal, sophomore.
Everett Campbell, sophomore.
Ray Cunningham, junior.
Evan Vinderhall, junior.
Caden Du Bois, senior.
So the holding call against Thayer will move the ball back. The penalty was thrown for the 45-yard line. They're back at their own 35-yard line. Harrington's their quarterback. He's tall, and he's very quick as well. So Mark Spencer's going to be their main running back. And Colt Gonzalez will probably be their fullback tonight. Okay. And they'll do two wide to start the game out as Harrington goes back, pitches that out to Colt. Trying to turn that corner, gets inside. A nice tackle made after a gain of about 5 for the Salem Tigers. Bringing them down for Salem was Everett Campbell, with a gain of 5 for Colt Gonzalez.
Nothing much there, Stan. Just take the snap and pitch it out there and get all you can. And that was a pretty nice run there by Colt.
There was. Not a lot of seniors on this team, only 3.
Wow.
Yeah, only 3.
The numbers are down too, Stan.
Yeah, and they've had some kids get hurt.
Yep.
3 in the backfield. That one to Spencer, and he tries to work his way through, and Tigers cut him off. That's a good job of blocking that lineup, Rick.
Yep.
And they really sealed that up. A gain of 1 for Spencer. Spencer's the right tailback. Will be most of the time, or the single tailback.
Yeah, maybe back there all alone. You're right.
But they will put him in motion. They'll put him on a wing. He's just kind of probably the most versatile player that Thayer has. And like I said, he's got speed. I want to thank everybody in Thayer, Missouri, joining us on our video streams tonight. We hope there's a great game tonight.
Yeah, we do.
For both teams. In motion goes Spencer. They pitch it back to Colt Gonzalez, trying to turn that corner. He's got the first down and more. Cross midfield, out of the 40 to the 35 to about the 27-yard line. He's pushed out of bounds there. A nice gain. Let's see what they finally do. Mark him down.
Okay.
From the 42. It's going to be a 28 or 27. Let's just see.
28.
27.
Okay.
So we got 8 and 23, got 31-yard gain and a first down for Thayer. Well executed play, Rick. They got to that outside, just what Coach Meyer said they can't do.
Yeah, you got to, like you say, you've got to force that runner to make the cut back inside. You got more help in there. You're right.
Hand off again to Spencer. Spencer trying to turn that corner, and he'll get thrown down for a little gain, about 2 yards. Should get down to about the 25. It looked like he went out of bounds there. That's where his knee hit. They're only going to give him about a yard gain.
Got a yard, okay.
We had the Thayer line right there where we were trying to see where his knee actually was spotted. 9:45 to go first quarter. There's no score. Thayer on the initial drive of the game. They put wide to the left side. Brandon Prince. And up the middle and picking up about 5 was Spencer. And actually give him 6, Rick. They're going to put him right down at the 20. Going right off the left tackle.
Just a quick hit, huh?
Quick hit. He's one of those kind of guys, if he can get in that seam, kind of like a McEwen used to years ago, you give him that seam, if they can get through that hole.
Just needs a little crack.
Yeah, that's
it.
That crack becomes a big hole later on.
Yeah.
And Gonzalez gets down to about the 15. I'm sorry, that must have been Spencer again. Excuse me, I didn't have my glasses on. I just did a real quick look. So Spencer gets the call down to the 15-yard line, a gain of 5 and a first down. Again, virtually the same play.
Just quick. Yeah, going up, line of scrimmage, everybody gets set and snap the ball.
Lovely evening here in Dent County. Harrington under center. Split back field. He'll keep himself, but a little flag goes down early. A little bit of motion.
Little too quick there, Stan.
Yeah, just a snap early.
Yeah.
So a false start called on the Thayer Bobcats. Not truly an option play there, but Harrington was going to be carrying it to the outside, looking for that block from his running back. But the play never materialized, we'll put it that way.
True.
So first and 15 from the Salem Tiger 20-yard line. First quarter action, 8:33 to go. Clock is running. Same play. Harrington cuts inside, though, instead of taking it to the outside. He'll gain about 3 down to the 17-yard line. Tigers did come up and cut him off out there. It was Evan Mendenhall that came up, and good read.
Yep.
By Devin Harrington to cut that back inside, pick up 3.5 yards. Second down, we'll call it 12. It's close to 12. Power I. Spencer with the handoff. Spencer trying to weave his way through, and he does nicely maneuver down to about the 9-yard line. He had to hesitate just a minute and then saw the crack. As we talk about, man, he accelerates so quick. almost 7-yard gain will bring up third, and, well, actually put his knee down back at closer to the 10. Looked like he was inside the 9, Rick.
Okay.
We're going to call it a gain of 5. Kind of rounding that off, but it gives third and just about 3. They need to get to the 6-yard line. Flip that out to Gonzalez, trying to cut back against the grain. The Tigers do jam him up. He's not going to get the first down, but a flag goes down on the backside of that play in the backfield. I don't know what that might be thrown from back
Didn't
there.
see anything either, yeah.
It would bring up fourth down about 2. But a flag did go down and holding against the Thayer Bobcats. So you leave it 4th and 2, Rick, or do you make it 3rd and 13?
I think I back him up, Sam.
And actually, that's only going to be.
It's not really going to be a 10.
Well, yeah, they're going to mark it from the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
From where the spot of the ball was. So a gain of 2, 10-yard penalty.
Gotcha.
But not where the flag went down.
No, it wasn't.
Flag never even made it.
It didn't even make it
to the defensive backfield.
Defensive backfield, yeah.
So 3rd and 12. Almost halfway through this first quarter on this one drive by the Thayer Bobcats.
And a long drive, yep.
Gonzalez, Spencer in the backfield. Harrington turns, flips it out to Spencer. Gets a good block, and he breaks one tackle, but he can't break the next one. Nice tackle made by the Salem Tiger player, Carter DeGon. He came up and was able to knock Spencer off his feet. It's going to be 4th down and still about 6. DeGon read that after Spencer broke the first tackle, Rick.
Yeah.
Looked like he might be able to cut it back against the grain, but DeGon came over and cut him off.
Yeah.
He had a whale of a game last week.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. The injury bug kind of got him late early in the game, but he had a good game.
Harrington goes back to throw, looking in the end zone, fires that ball out, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver out there was Gonzalez. He overthrew him, and the Salem Tigers defense hold at their own 12-yard line, where the offense will take over 1st and 10 with exactly 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Why didn't they just take up half the first quarter?
They just could have done that easy. You bet. Anyway, but a good job by really both teams. A penalty hurt Thayer there big time on that hold. So Tiger offense will come on the field. Let's see who's the starters for the Salem Tiger offense tonight.
Trey Parsons, senior. Owen Hamilton, senior. Wyatt Martin, senior.
Joe Griffith, senior.
Leighton Meek, junior. Evan Lindenhall, junior. Cash Howard, junior.
Carter Deegan, sophomore.
Jamal Metcalf, senior.
Caden Du Bois, senior.
Metcalf on the first play gets basically back to the line of scrimmage. DeGon at fullback, and Caden Du Bois at quarterback. Hayden Sanders was a wide receiver on that play. He and Landon Richter will be seeing maybe even a little bit more time tonight than they did the other night. Mendenhall wide to the right side. Richter out to the left in the I. Du Bois under center. Looks like he's going to try and keep it himself and move up to about the 14-yard line. Or actually, DeGon might be the ball carrier. He is.
Okay.
Not a very smooth handoff, Rick. I really couldn't tell if Kane was trying to follow DeGon or not.
Yeah, I didn't know if he, like say, if he didn't want to take that, he just wanted DeGon to try to get him through the hole, but it didn't look very good.
3rd and 8. This is where Salem cannot find themselves all night long in 3rd and long situations. Single setback, and that's Metcalf. Du Bois, again, not a very clean handoff there. And Metcalf will get a couple up to the 15, but that's it. But that was not smooth at all. The Tiger offense continues to struggle a bit, and I'm not quite sure if that was trying to be maybe an option there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to bring up 4th down, though, and 7. And Salem will have to punt. Metcalf will drop back. Spencer is waiting at about the 50-yard line. It's a low snap. Metcalf with a good field and a low kick. Spencer's going to be able to field that one on the run, but he drops the football. Can anybody get to it? Besides Spencer.
I think he got it back.
He did. Ball hit him in the shin and bounded forward, so a good bounce for the Thayer Bobcats.
True.
And ended up being a return of 14 yards. They got the ball in Salem Tiger territory at the 36-yard line. Looks like we're going to have a hydration break. Okay. With no score in this game in the first quarter and 4:01 remaining, we'll take a 30-second pause and come back. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
No matter what, every morning, farmers go to work, doing what needs done. The work is unforgiving. The days are long, real long. They nurture, they grow, they harvest. When the day is done, sell the fruits of your labor to your neighbors on Town Street.
Welcome back to Bill Schuchart Stadium. No score here in the second SCA game at home. And don't forget, our proud sponsors that bring you Salem Tiger athletics and activities include the Local on 4th Street. And, of course, they like to show a lot of our broadcasts. Thank you to the guys down at the Local on 4th Street, a proud supporter of your Tigers.
Stan, I got a confirmation on this green. They're calling it Kelly Green. That's from
Kelly Green.
That's from the people down there that's watching this, and we thank you for that.
Well,
we
yeah.
support for sure, but
Well,
we're going to go with Kelly Green.
Or Thayer Green.
Whatever they want.
From there, yeah.
That's right.
Kelly Green, well, thank you. Now we know. I'll never forget that now from now on. Keeping it for is Harrington, trying to get to that outside. Turns the corner to 30. He's down inside the 20. Breaks that tackle and still gets inside about the 10, maybe the 9-yard line. That's a nice run by Harrington. He got that outside edge. You're going to put his knee down right on the 10. That's a 25-yard gain and a first down. Good run by Harrington.
Good run. And once he turned the outside stand, there was nobody. The Salem Tigers out there, and they, that was a nice play by Thayer to keep the end block to the inside and give Harrington all the outside.
Well, he's inside the 10, Rick, just inside the 10. So it's 1st and goal for the Bobcats. 3:30 and counting. Harrington gives it to Gonzalez up the middle. He gets hit pretty hard after about a yard gain. One of the Thayer Bobcats a little slow in getting up. And we don't want anybody getting injured. There's already a lot of teams that are seeing a lot of injuries already. And Xavier Gonzalez is the one kind of getting up, limping a little, so I hope he's okay.
True.
With a split backfield, keeping it is Harrington, looking across. He has a man wide open in the end zone and overthrows him. He overthrew the open man in the end zone. I believe that's 46, Cooper Clark.
Yep.
Clark went up for it, got his fingertips on it, but you could tell when he let the ball go, Rick, it sailed.
Yeah, it did.
I know Harrington would like to have that one back.
I'd like to have that one. Yeah, I guarantee he would like to have that one back.
Clark did a little down and out after hitting a block, and he was wide open in the end zone, but pass eluded him. Power I. To Spencer. Spencer, again, trying to weave his way through. Breaks that tackle, gets the outside, and taken down at about the 5-yard line. Second effort, but Everett Campbell pulled him down from behind. So it'll be fourth or
flag down, yeah. Got a flag down in the middle, Sam.
Yes, there is.
Yep.
First I thought it was a towel, Rick.
Nope.
But it is a flag, and it's holding against Thayer. So gain down to the 5, and then a 10-yard penalty again for Thayer Bobcats, which will keep it at 3rd down.
Yeah.
It would have been 4th and 5,
yep.
Or 4th and goal from the 5.
Yep.
With 2:36 and counting, they are still inside that red zone. Campbell got something. He's got to change.
Got equipment problem?
Yeah, something with his face mask.
Okay.
Trying to adjust it. Pretty sure they're going to have to take him off the field if they can't get it done quickly.
Yeah, they're going to have to get somebody's going to have to come in for him, Stan.
Yes.
Is it on his face mask, Stan? I couldn't see him when you're trying to.
It looks like they're trying to do something. The wrist and the face mask all together, all up here. It looks like it's something with the face mask too, but I don't know. Maybe it's an injury, but he's got his helmet off now. I don't know. Maybe he got a little busy.
Yep.
So they're going to walk him off the field. So injured player. It didn't really look when he was sprinting off, Rick. It didn't look like he was injured.
No. They're going to go.
They'll have the medical crew look at it from the hospital.
Yep.
All right, clock running again. As Harrington goes back to throw, going against the grain, fires in the end zone, and a flag is down for pass interference. Salem got up there and interfered. I believe Richter's going to be the one they call it on. I'm not sure who the actually intended receiver was, Rick. They had two guys back there.
True.
I do believe, but don't quote me, I do believe it actually was number 5, Brandon Prince they're trying to throw to. But pass interference negated that, and that'll move the ball to the 7-yard line.
Yeah. So we'll redo third down, Stan?
Yeah, it's not a personal foul like it is in other times. Yeah.
It's hard to get used to some of that, isn't it?
It is. It's high school ball.
Okay.
But the ball at the 7, 3rd and goal. We're in the first quarter. Have to hurry up and down to 3 seconds on the play clock. Harrington rolls to his right, wants to throw again, getting some pressure, and a flag goes down for holding, and he's taken down for a sack. Tigers were not going to give up. Pulling him down was Ray Cunningham for the sack back at the 15-yard line, but a flag is down. That's for holding because the Thayer lineman had grabbed on to Cunningham. Salem should say no. They should say no. It'd be 4th down from the 15. What are they doing? The sack should take precedence over that. I don't know what the discussion is.
Yeah, Coach Myers is telling them no.
It's a sack.
Yeah, and he's declined the penalty. I've seen him tell them decline the penalty.
Yeah, they're waving their arms over there.
Yeah.
I don't know what else they have to do to tell them. The officials seem confused. I don't understand what the confusion is. Jim Earl will indicate now holding against Thayer has been declined.
There we go.
Didn't we say that a half hour ago?
So the loss on the sack stand was about
8 yards.
8 yards.
Back to the 15. 4th down. They're going for it, obviously. Here still inside the red zone. Harrington will go back to throw. Rolling to his left. He's being chased. He may take off with it. Fires the ball deep in the end zone. Intercepted by the Tigers. Hayden Sanders with the interception. And the Salem Tigers thwart another opportunity by the Thayer Bobcats. Looks like there's another flag down, Rick. Right at the 20. And I think Salem will decline that one as well.
See what we go.
But we have to wait.
I guess they picked the flag up, Stan.
I guess so.
Okay.
So Sanders with the interception.
Got to get some offense going here, Stan.
But the Tigers at their own 20 have got to find. You're right. Have got to find.
We got to get something going. Yeah.
Something.
Something's got to go positive for these kids.
1:58 in the first quarter. Still no score. DeGan at fullback. Metcalf the deep man. And they give it to DeGan and trying to pull it out and almost lost it. And then they might have lost it.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah, I think.
No, they kept. There's a loss of 3. Again, a handoff.
The ball did pop out. You're right, Stan, but I think that Caden got it on the second bounce.
I wasn't sure. It looked like they were scrambling for it, but Rick, I did not see the ball actually come out. But
it did.
But the handoff to DeGan was just like Hayden wanted to pull it, but DeGan, who's not an experienced running back, obviously wasn't letting him. So
True.
A little learning curve there.
Yeah, exactly.
That is an art, the option play. It's not just something you can automatically do. The boys back to throw, trying to escape, looking downfield, fires it into the hands and out of the hands of the Thayer defender. Number 53 of the Thayer Bobcats, and John Zukowski had that right in his hands and dropped it. They'll bring up 3rd and 13.
Okay.
Well, I don't know who Caden saw on the sideline. I really didn't see any Tiger right there.
No, I did not.
Unless he was trying to throw it away.
He was a little deeper, but unless he was just trying to throw that out of bounds.
But Zukowski was standing right there. He hit him right in the chest.
Yeah, it did.
Play clock down to 5. Du Bois gets it. Back to throw again. Has time. Fires it deep down the field. Intended for Sanders, but overthrown. No flags I see anywhere. Nope.
Okay.
And that'll bring up 4th down with 56 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. Good coverage by Thayer. They had 2 guys back with Sanders. Hayden had the step on him, but that ball was about 5 to 7 yards too far. So Spencer will be waiting again near the midfield stripe for the Metcalf punt. So a loss of 3 yards on that offensive set for the Salem Tigers. Good snap to Metcalf. This kick is a little bit better. It's going to drive Spencer back a little bit, but he'll have the ball hit him. Ball comes loose. Salem has it. Salem Tigers have the muff punt by Spencer. Coming up with that ball with the Salem Tigers was Jacob Bender.
Nice job.
Spencer had to go back on that one. I'm surprised Ricky didn't play it safer.
Yeah, I'm surprised he just, like I say, once he was going to see that it was going to bounce, he should have just let it bounce. Yeah. Tried to on a short hops, and that's hard to do with a football.
It really is. So the Tiger offense has the ball at the 38-yard line of Thayer with 48 seconds to go. 2 miscues by the Bobcats here early in the game. Remember, Spencer had trouble with the first one.
Did. Yep.
Ball went off his fingertips the first one. This one.
Oh.
And Salem lines up, and immediately the flag goes down for offside.
Lined up in the neutral zone? Okay.
Well, obviously they did.
Yeah.
Is it against Thayer? It is.
Yeah.
The Thayer Bobcats with 5 penalties now for 40 yards, Rick.
Wow. Yeah, penalties is definitely, like you say, they've got inside the red zone there twice, and they came away with nothing because of penalties, really.
Some critical penalties.
Very, yeah.
So 1st and 5 for the Salem Tigers. Ball the 34-yard line. Hand that ball off, and trying to get some maneuvering forward is Metcalf, but he only gets a yard. Maybe 2. They're going to spot him with a 1-yard gain. It says knee went down.
Okay.
That will probably be the last play of this first quarter. Down to 5 seconds left, and we have played 1 quarter here at the Salem High School football field. Bill Schuchart Stadium. No score between the Salem Tigers and the Thayer Bobcats. We're going to come back in a minute. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media. Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Town & Country Supermarkets. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available. Then clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in the store for your favorite items, then tell us your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan this QR code to learn more and start saving more today.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Do-it-right deals are going on now at K&H Auto Supply, where you'll find spray-away glass cleaner, 2 for $9, Blue Devil radiator flush for $6.99 a quart, and Blaster silicone spray for only $8.99. K&H Auto Supply, your Park City Auto Parts store, right here in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
We welcome you back to Salem High School football field for the second quarter. No score in the first quarter of this SCA contest. Salem trying to get that first win. Thayer won their opening game, but have lost the last 2.
Yeah.
The Tigers will line up with a stack of 3 on the left side. Keeping it is Du Bois on the option down the left side, cuts back to the middle now, pushes off and gets inside the 15 to about the 12. That's a nice run, but a flag is down. It's probably going to negate it.
Yep.
I believe there's a holding on the outside by the Salem Tigers at about the 28-yard line. It would have been enough. It was enough for a first down when he got that play. So let's see what they call here. So it's really close to the first down. I can't say it was enough because it's really close.
True.
But it's holding against Salem. But was the result of the play a first down? Don't know. But they'll move it back. So it's a gain of 4. But then they move it back 2 to 39.
Okay.
So obviously it was not a first down because it's 2nd and 11.
Yep.
For Salem, that is their second penalty after the pass interference. So good option to the short side of the field by Du Bois. Pulled that ball well, but holding negated it. Thayer stack 3 to the right side. Du Bois gives it to Metcalf. Metcalf was stopped and then moved forward about another yard, but didn't get much, maybe 2. He'll get inside the 38-yard line to about the 37. That's on the spot of the ball, and they'll put him close to the 37. It'll be 3rd down, about 8. Just underway, second quarter, no score. Thayer's been inside the red zone twice. Once they lost out on downs, the other on an interception. Du Bois back to throw, getting chased, now moves up, escapes. He has a lot of running room, but he takes off, and instead he tried to cut inside. Caden hesitated and cut inside. That allowed a great play by Gonzalez to come back and get him. And then the gain of only about a yard. Ricky had a lot of green out there, and he hesitated.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't.
You
can't hesitate.
No, sports is something. If you're going to react like that, you've just got to go.
Yeah. If you're not.
And then he tried to cut back inside Gonzalez, and that was not really going to work at all.
No.
So a gain of maybe a half a yard out of all that.
True.
He was trying to throw the ball down the field. So we're at 4th and still about 9, with now 5 seconds left to go on the play clock.
Oh.
And a little movement by Thayer that may help Salem in their quest. A little quick jump there, I believe. Well, I'm not sure. Now they are going to call it on the Salem Tigers.
Okay.
So they're going to say, it wasn't a false start, but it is basically the old.
Well, now
they're calling
the
the other way.
It the other way.
You got one official saying Salem. You got one official saying Thayer.
Flip a coin.
Well, we had issues with this crew back in the St. James game here. They were all over the place. Going to call legal procedure against Salem, and it's going to be 4th down and now 13. So it did look, from our angle, Rick, Thayer jumped, but we can't tell if somebody moved slightly on the line.
True.
They originally called that on Zeb Du Bois. Tigers are not going to go for it on 4th down. Nope, now they are. First they're now they're not.
Nope.
So Metcalf will stand back. He has faked a punt before, but this is a 13-yarder. I don't think you want to do that. He kicks the ball very high but short. It's going to come down around the 25. It takes a Salem Tiger bounce to the 15, 14, 13, and that's where it stops.
Yep.
No flags down, and that's where Thayer will take over at their own 13-yard line. 1st and 10, 9:53 to go in the first half. New Life Auto is a proud supporter of our Salem Tigers, and of course we thank them for being part of our sponsorship. New Life Auto, a proud supporter of the Salem Tigers. A little hydration break here. Okay. Give us a chance to tell you about the Ron Copeland Stadium blanket. You know, we'll be giving you the keyword that you're going to need to sign up for this. It doesn't cost you a thing. You go to KSMOradio.com, click on the giveaway button on our splash page, and you can win this beautiful blanket. Now, we'll give you the keyword here just a little bit later on in the game, but before halftime, and then you have all the way till next Thursday to the 20th to watch the game live, watch the game delayed, play it back a couple times. Anyway, just make sure you get your name and a phone number or email so we can contact you should your name be drawn. It's a Ron Copeland Stadium blanket. It's got a Salem Tiger on it. It's insulated on one side. It's got its own drawstring bag you store it in, and it's got a nice slick cover on the other side, so you can use it for a picnic. You can use it for virtually anything you want.
Do whatever you want.
Absolutely. We want to thank Representative Ron Copeland for donating those to us to give away. He'll be needing it pretty soon. Stadium blanket courtesy of Ron Copeland. We'll be telling you that keyword here coming up before halftime.
Stay tuned.
Yes, truly. Stay tuned. Back to action and trying to come up the middle with the ball for Thayer Bobcats. Look like Spencer. He's not going to get much, just a couple. Get the ball across the 15-yard line. 2nd down, we'll call it a long 7. Harrington going under center, turns, hand that ball off again up the middle and trying to find a little running room. And Spencer takes it, tries to get to the outside, but had to cut back in. And he'll gain about 6. It's going to be short of that 1st down. Made a good play to get to the outside. Dagon brought him down. But it's still going to be 3rd down and about a... No, he's going to call it a 1st down, Rick? Did he just show that?
That's what he did. He showed the 1st down.
Well, they haven't moved. The sticks are still there.
Wow.
Hand out to Spencer to the outside, and he'll get the 1st down now for sure to the 25-yard line. But they don't even have the sticks even in position now.
They weren't
Rick.
even set. Yeah.
Well, he would have had the 1st down on that play. But
Sure.
I'm pretty sure he was short by about a foot and a half or 2 feet.
I looked
because
at
the line gang, they knew it wasn't a 1st down.
that looked like an old rule we've seen before.
Wow, the Bill Peach rule. But that's usually when the game is out of hand.
That's true.
Yeah, that's 8 yards. That's 1st down. Keep that clock going. Handoff, trying to get to that outside and find a little bit of running room as they're going off the left side that time with Gonzalez. And he'll pick up about 5, maybe 6. Yeah, they're going to put him down at 32.
Okay.
Gain of 6 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and I'm going to say a short 3 or long 2. Oh, wow, they actually moved him even a little bit higher.
Yeah, they did.
So we'll call 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
Oh, give him the benefit of the doubt. Looked like his knee was down pretty close to the 31-yard line, but if the ball was extended out before that, then that's where they spot the ball.
True.
Flipping it outside to Gonzalez, the 1st down and more. He'll get up to the 40-yard line, a gain of about 7. That's a nice call to the right side. Good block. Got him through that line quickly.
Nice job.
Another first down for the Thayer Bobcats. They've gotten 5 here in this first half. Salem yet to get 1. Defense, Rick, we talked about this on the field a lot again.
A lot, yep.
Harrington under center. Giving that ball off and trying to get a little running room is Spencer, but there's not much there. He got a yard. Mark Spencer, he's a tough kid.
Yep. Fast,
tough, gets down. He's not afraid to take a hit.
Yeah, he don't. Just keep feeding me the ball. That's what he wants, Dan. That's he's gutsy. I will say that.
Well, like we talked about earlier, Rick, he's the kind of explosive runner that if you give him a crack in that foundation,
boom,
he'll hit it. And if he can weasel his way through it, he's going to take that ball a long way. They flip it outside, and Spencer cuts back against the grain. Nice tackle by DeGan to come up and get him. He and Ray Cunningham got him down after a short gain. Looked like he was going to be able to get to the outside, and DeGan cut him down. Whew. That sophomore, just a sophomore.
Yeah.
He's got good read potential, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got better speed than what we thought, Stan. I mean, he can get there in a hurry.
I think because he reads the ball so well, the play.
Yeah.
Rick, he's already in that vicinity.
Yeah.
So third down, about 8. Harrington, handing that ball off again. Big hole, and picking up about 7. That's Spencer, but not enough for the first down. They're going to mark him down short of the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll bring up 4th and 1. I'm sure they're going to go for it here.
Yep.
I really thought he was going to be able to get the first down. I saw that hole, Rick.
Yeah, I did too.
A good recovery by the Tiger defense to clog it up a bit, but still 6-yard, almost 7-yard gain right there. Thayer gets up quickly. Quarterback sneak by Harrington. He's got it and more as he gets down to the 45-yard line. First down for Thayer. So 5:30 to go in the half. We still have no score in this game. Thayer and Salem. Hand off to Spencer, and he's hauled down right at the line of scrimmage. Good play by the Salem Tigers coming up. Stopping him right at the line.
Gavin Sapal, Stan. Nice
He's
job.
getting better and better every week, Rick.
The more playing time you get, Stan, like I say, and you start reading stuff and you look at stuff and you make better plays.
These sophomores, Campbell, Sapal, these guys are starting to step it up. Hand off to Gonzalez. I'm sorry, to Spencer, excuse me. And Spencer keeps fighting, and he's very close to that first down. Going to be just shy. They're going to bring up 3rd and 1. I thought I saw a flag fly in there, but I don't see it on the field. Something got flipped up in the air.
I've seen something.
Yeah, I did too, but I don't see anything on the field.
Okay.
So that's why I hesitated. It might have been a mouth guard that got shot out somewhere.
Something can fly.
3rd and 1. 4:22 to go first half. No score. Harrington comes up. And I believe the Salem Tigers are going to burn a timeout here. With the score, Thayer nothing, Salem nothing. Let's take a 30-second break and return. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center in Salem is here for all of your veterinary needs. From your house cat to a herd of cattle, Dr. Cunningham and her expert staff are here to help. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is committed to providing your animals with the highest level of care and support. Schedule an appointment today for checkups, boarding, surgery, supplies, or even 24/7 emergency services for established clients. Stop by or call in today and get the veterinary care that your pets deserve.
And we always like to thank all the people who make it possible for us to bring you Tiger sports and other activities in town on KSMO Media. That includes United Country Realty, Babette Wells, broker owner. And we want to thank Babette and the entire staff down there at United Country Realty for being a sponsor and supporter of the Salem Tigers and KSMO Media. 3rd and 1.
Short one.
Short one. Can they come up? Harrington trying to work his way through. He's got the first down and more. Down to 31. That's a gain of almost 5.
Okay.
That's first down number 7 for the Thayer Bobcats. They took us, their initial drive, Rick, 6 minutes.
Right down the
Just
field.
down the
and then
field.
the penalty put them back.
3, 4, 5 yards at a pop.
Yep.
And then drop back to 2. Then some penalties forced them back. I'll see the Tiger defense can stop them here. Offset eye. They give it to Spencer. Spencer hits that line. He was able to bounce off and still get a yard. Looked like he was going to get shut down right at the line of scrimmage. But he bounced off. Cunningham and DeGon both got him. They're going to give him about 1. Second down, 9. Bobcats. We mentioned they've got that speed to the outside, and for the most part tonight, the Tigers have been able to keep that contained.
Yeah.
For the most part. There were a couple times they got outside. Harrington flips that back to Spencer. He tries to get to the outside. Good stiff arm, and he'll pick up about 6, maybe 7. Pushed out of bounds at the last minute by Sapal. But a gain down to the 24-yard line. So bring up 3rd and about 4. Well, 3.5.
Okay.
About 3.5. Yeah, he just couldn't get to the outside.
Couldn't get out there.
If he gets past Sapal, touchdown.
Touchdown.
Power eye. Give it to Spencer again. Gets hit at the line. He'll get a yard. Got hit in that backfield by Sapal initially, and then a couple other Tigers bowed him back is what I tried to say. It didn't come out that way, did it? No. Dominic Barrett got a piece of him and just was able to shut him down right there. So 4th and 3. Still with 2:20 to go in the half. Harrington.
But you're right. Gavin did get him turned around backwards, and that's when he did get bowed.
Yeah, he did get bowed. So I was trying to say he got bowed over. He really did. Trying to backpedal his way through. Single setback, 2 receivers to the left, wing right. Giving that ball to Spencer. I don't think he got it, Rick. He only got about 1.5 yards, trying to find his way through.
I think come out of the football stand.
Well, it wouldn't make a difference. It's 4th down.
He's still short, yeah.
So the Tigers shut down the Bobcats again on 4th down, and they have the ball at their own 20, about 22-yard line, just shy of that. 1:55 to go. Now, Rick, this is such a key play. And I know people are saying, what do you mean it's a key play? Because Salem Tigers, in the last minute of the halves, have been giving up scores.
Points,
And this is key right here because Thayer's got all their timeouts.
And
they could literally have a minute and a half or so left. So the Tigers need to get a first down. Got to get something going here. Single setback as Du Bois goes back to throw. Finds a little opening, takes off, gets to the outside, gets by one man, cuts back to the middle, gets hit from behind after a gain of 9. Caden Du Bois read that one very well.
He got that pressure on the outside stand. He's got his head stepped up, and he's seen he had a little bit of a crease, and he just took off.
Gain of 9, 2nd down and 1 at the 30, just over the 30-yard line. And, 2nd down at about a foot. Went back to throw. Good pressure from the outside by Thayer, but nobody stayed at home. Nobody's mirroring the quarterback, I should say, at that time. Back again as Caden flags go down. with 1:09 to go. Salem last week had all kinds of issues with false starts. And here's another one.
Here's another one. Yep.
Now, when I talked to Coach Myers, he goes, these are basic football plays. He goes, I know he had a couple of guys or 3 guys that came out, had not played all year, and that was their first game last week, but you better get in. He just took a 2nd and 1, made it 2nd and 6.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Big difference, yeah.
Can't do that. They trips up to the left side. Metcalf a single setback. Give it to Metcalf, and he's not going to get much. He'll get up to about the 28, yeah, I'll say 28-yard line. I think that's where he is. They're going to make him closer to 29, actually. 3rd down and still 3 with 50 seconds to go, and the clock is running. I like to see the Tigers get a first down here, Rick. They've got 1 in this first half, but they were all but a foot away from another. And then an illegal procedure or false start, call it what you will. Yes, very slow in getting us in. Down to 9 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to hustle. Sanders not going to get set. Better get set on the line. And the handoff and trying to fight his way to near the 30 for the Salem Tigers was DeGan. And then 13 seconds remain. Salem Tigers and the Thayer Bobcats are battling it out here with no score with 13 seconds left. And Thayer burns a timeout because the Tigers kind of gave up a first down with a penalty. Yep. And it hurts.
Yep.
It hurts. And if we take a break, they take a break, or they take a break,
they
or we take a break.
Let's both take a break.
Let's both take a break. We're going to come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee.
Well, Metcalf will drop back to punt. Nobody going back at the moment for Thayer.
Yeah, they're not believing this. Yeah.
Snap is back, and he goes ahead and kicks it. There's nobody back there, so the Tigers can just let the thing bounce around.
Let it go.
Keep bouncing down to 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Touch the ball. Nope. And it comes dead with 1 second left, and time expires. Will they put 1 second back on there, Rick?
I think he said it's in.
That's it. We played a half, and there's no score between the Thayer Bobcats and the Salem Tigers. And this has been an interesting game, Rick. Some very, very good defense by Salem Tigers. And the Thayer Bobcats offense has shown a lot of different things. But overall right now, still pretty much a Thayer Bobcat game. We are going to have a halftime that we'll be presenting to you. Now, I want to explain, people, we're going to be showing the halftime routine, courtesy of Gannon Craig and our Salem Marching Blue. We cannot play the music due to copyright infringement. They're going to make them play that second, Rick.
Oh, are they going to do it?
Well, they're bringing it back. So we will have that while we're talking about the first half. You're going to see that routine, and it will be on our halftime show. We had some people want to see that. We can't play the music. I wish we could, because our marching band is well worth the effort.
But we can't.
But we can't due to copyright infringement. So I just want to let you guys know, when you're going to see the Marching Blue out there, you're not going to hear any sound. Well, you'll hear us. That's the sound you'll hear. But we are going to bring that to you, so I hope you get a chance to enjoy the routine that they have here at halftime. Well, we got 1 play left. We got 1 second left. I didn't think they were going to let them get away with it.
I didn't either. I thought that coach said, nah, let's play 1. Salem timeout.
So Salem takes the timeout with 1 second left. Well, they have 1 timeout left.
Might as well use it. Yep.
So let's just keep it here and remind you, the stadium blanket giveaway, the key word today that you need is cheer. It's the same one we had last night. We're going to keep it very simple. So cheer is the key word for you to put down on the splash page when you go there to sign up for the blanket. Again, your name, You need a phone number, email, and the keyword cheer. And go with that. And if you are the lucky one that we draw out, you'll get a free, beautiful stadium blanket courtesy of State Representative Ron Copeland. It's nice.
There we go.
I think you'll like it. Really is comfortable, very soft on the inside. So I think it's a really neat, pretty cool thing.
Really nice,
so we want to thank Ron for doing that, and hopefully you get a chance to enjoy it. Again, sign up. You can do it during the game tonight. You can do it tomorrow, next day, all the way. We will draw next Thursday, the 20th. Harrington has it. They throw back across the field, and they'll do all kinds of different things here. They're going to try and weave their way through. Tigers are going to get down in trouble here as trying to race down is Gonzalez, and Gonzalez be taken down at the 6-yard line. Landon Richter brought him down. Gonzalez all the way from the 25-yard line to the 6, and no flags are down. He went all the way across that field, Rick, from the left side to the right side. Probably ran about 80 yards.
True.
But from the 25, I never really saw him mark the ball down. I'm assuming the 6.
I don't know.
I really don't know. They didn't really put the ball on the field at all.
Once he was tackled, they just kind of give up.
Well, I won't just give him 68 yards.
Okay.
And from the Thayer Bobcats, that was a nice play. They set that up very, very well. So we are at halftime. We are going to be, again, coming back with some statistics for you in the first half. We have no score in this one between the Salem Tigers and the Thayer Bobcats. We're going to go ahead and take a 3-minute break and come back. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Salem Memorial District Hospital believes that our community deserves the very best health care one could offer. We understand that all physicians need the highest quality images to thoroughly treat each situation. With you in mind, Salem Memorial District Hospital has brought these services home, and that includes our new state-of-the-art MRI. Don't waste your time and money driving long distances. Let us take care of you here at home. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
When I meet a new loan customer, I try to drop everything that I was working on prior to them coming in my office and focus directly on what their needs are at the time, whether it be a new car, their first house. I focus directly on what they are telling me and what they are needing. And it doesn't matter if it's a small $1,000 loan or a $200,000 house. I try to treat every client the same.
With our outstanding local sponsors, we are able to bring you this and many other community broadcasts. Some of these sponsors include United Country Real Estate, The Local on 4th Street, Country Chic Boutique and Photography, Hub's Tire Center, Looking Glass Salon, Tater's Sporting Goods, and Taxidermy LLC, Melvin's Motors, and more. Be sure to thank these sponsors for helping bring you Salem Tiger Sports right here on KSMO Media.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
I'm Dr. Tiffany Bland with Salem Memorial District Hospital. Recently, there have been many changes within our local clinics and hospitals, and you may find yourself looking for a new provider for your children. At SMDH, we would like to reach out to the community to let you know that we do see patients of all ages. Most of our providers are family practice, which means that we have been trained to see well-child visits as well as sick visits. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
now time for our Town Screen halftime show. And, of course, we enjoy having you along with us wherever you might be this Friday evening. This is more football weather, Rick.
Yeah, this is better.
It's really nice. And I'll tell you what, this football game tonight has been interesting. Salem Tiger defense has really come out to play tonight, and they have played an exceptional first half. And you just got to tip your cap to them. Came up with a couple of turnovers, one interception in the end zone, a muff punt on another one, and then they had a big defensive stand on a fourth down play, and were able to get the ball back. But their offense, Rick, has just not been there.
Yeah, just sputtered. You're right, Stan, all night long.
So the Tigers are going to have to figure something out. You can't win unless you score.
Yeah.
So, but the other team can't win unless they score. So if you can continue to throw a shutout, you just never know what the end result might be.
That's right.
So let's go. We're going to give you some stats on this first half. The scoring. If I go over the scoring, it's going to be really easy. But
take a break.
but there were plenty of stats to go over. So Rick, why don't you talk a little bit about the Thayer Bobcats?
Yeah, we'll start out with the Thayer Bobcats. They're leading carrier tonight on the in his first half is going to be Mark Spencer Stan. He had 18 carries for 61 yards. Devin Harrington had 6 carries for 31 yards. Colt Gonzalez Stan had 5 carries for 51 yards. So they ended up with 143 yards of rushing in this first half.
Okay, and so that's a good amount of rushing yards.
Yeah. You know, and they've went up and down the field, Stan. It's just when they get inside the red zone, they've kind of hurt themselves with penalties, and that's that's kind of the difference in the game so far, really.
Well, the penalties and the interception in the end zone did not help them either,
right.
And then the fourth down, that the pass was just overthrown.
Yeah, it was. And in the air, like you say, that Devin Harrington was 1 for 4 for 68 yards and 1 interception. So they ended up with 211 yards of offense in this first half.
And that's not a bad amount of offense for the first half. But the one bad thing is
nothing on the board.
No points.
No point on the board. Yeah.
There's no points. And then for the Salem Tigers?
Yeah, the Salem Tigers, Caden Du Bois has 4 carries for 17 yards. Jamal Metcalf's got 5 carries for 8 yards. Carter DeGon Stan's got 2 carries for 3 yards. So Salem's only got 28 yards of rushing in this first half.
But let's look at the last possession they actually had on offense. They didn't do bad. The Caden Du Bois read it, all but got a first down on the option. But the handoffs for DeGon and Metcalf just have not been crisp.
There's no fluid.
Yeah, not very fluid. And I don't know if they've tried something different in practice this week, but whatever it is, Rick,
they're still not getting it.
It's too slow.
It is slow.
You can't hit that line with any momentum if you have to slow down to get the ball and then try and pick it back up. So, you look at that in the total yardage, 211 to 28, and you're saying, my gosh, and what's the score? Nothing.
It's brand new. Start over in the second half, and it's anybody's ball game as here we go into the second half.
And Kate was 0 for 1 or 2?
Yeah.
0 for 2.
0 for 2. Yeah, Kate was 0 for 2, so they ended up with just, like you say, 28 yards of offense in this first half.
And not even counting, Rick, and one of the things that is not counted in offensive stats, and we explained this in the Knob-Noster game, is return yards. Knob-Noster, that game had 186 return yards.
Wow.
We don't punt return.
Those.
We don't keep it officially.
Yeah.
But that's a big part. It could be a big part of your offense because if you bring that ball back, just like we saw the initial kickoff, got brought all the way back down to 25, but a penalty negated that. Still a 35-yard return. Is what he was given credit for. 35 yards is not a bad return.
That's a good return.
Unfortunately, a holding penalty at that time moved them back to the 40. So, in essence, it becomes just a 15-yard to 25-yard return, which is still not a bad return. But it's not as good being in your opponent's 22-yard line.
That's right.
But still, the return yardage. So on that, the initial kickoff, Rick, they gave her those return yards. But then after that, Spencer had a little trouble with the first punt. He had it in his hands, dropped it, ended up going off his shin. He did recover it for 14 yards. But the second one was kicked a little bit better, I think he thought.
Yeah.
Tried to reach back over, and then when the ball hits, you never know how football's going to bounce. And it bounced up, hit him, and Tigers were able to jump on it for a muff punt recovery. And so we're really, you look at those little things like that, turns the whole first half around. But again, I think a well-played game by Thayer. A couple mistakes that have kept them off the board, and a well-played defensive game by Salem Tigers. And a well-played defensive game by Thayer, obviously, because Salem has no yardage to show.
They're shutting us down, too. Yeah, exactly.
But it is something that when you're looking at the positives of this game.
Yep.
You know, nothing at halftime. You've got to be thrilled about that. Yeah. So our halftime show, we hope you enjoyed our Town Screen halftime show with the marching band. It's the first time we've done this. I want to thank Ben Gronowski for getting us, allowing us to be able to do this, to show the routine. We can't play the music. Again, we apologize for that. But the internet copyright laws, they just don't let you do it. You can't play produced, written, copyrighted music. Yeah. And so we apologize for that, but we had emailed Gannon Craig about it, told him we will show the routine, and we'll be glad to do it because our Marching Blue, Rick, really, they are an incredible bunch, and they deserve all the kudos that they can get. And they're going to be making some competitions here. I wish them the very best of luck. And Gannon, just a first-class guy. Known him since he was, that's all. Yeah.
A little bit of
that's about that tall. Anyway, nonetheless, we are at halftime. Nothing our score. You know, it's one of those situations today, Rick, you say, okay, what can you do when it comes to the second half? And that might be the key thing that we have to think about. When we come back in 2 minutes, we're going to talk about the second half of this game and future games coming up right here on KSMO Media, 1340 AM, 95.7, and you're streaming it on KSMORadio.com, our KSMO Stream Facebook page, and KSMO YouTube. Back in 2, this is Tiger Football on KSMO.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Welcome back to Salem High School football field, Bill Schuchart Stadium. Stan Stevens and Rick Hoy with you and the KSMO media crew. And thank all of you for joining us. No matter what mode of communication you're doing. It could be on your tablet, your PCU, phone, whatever it is. We just thank you for being along with us and all. I want to thank Mike Crace and the guys from K Country at Thayer, and reminding people down there they can stream this game if they want to. And I hope they're enjoying it. I hope you're finding our broadcast equitable for Thayer. And they have played a very good first half, except for just a few penalties and a couple turnovers.
That's
but still, all in all, they have played well. The game is no score, and a couple of key plays in there. First off, penalties, we haven't really talked about some of that because there really is no scoring to go over, so my job really easy today. This is good. One interception by Salem Tigers. Hayden Sanders on a pass from Harrington in the end zone, trying to go in the back corner, I believe, to Clark again. He overthrew Clark earlier, but I think he's trying to go back to Clark again. It may have been somebody else because there's two guys down there, and I really wasn't sure who he was trying to throw it to.
Like you say, it was a he was kind of a little bit underthrown, and like I say, and
that's why I'm wondering.
I don't know if, like you say, with two guys there, and he's probably looking at one and throwing to the other.
Could have been. But Hayden was right there, and he caught that ball, intercepted in the end zone for a big turnover for the Salem Tigers back in the first quarter. And then we got the second turnover, and really, I can't totally blame Mark Spencer for this one. The ball that was punted by Metcalf went over his head. And as he reached for it, went back for it. And obviously, I figure if he takes a normal bounce and it comes up, he's going to grab it and take off. Yeah. This one came right back into his body, and the Tigers were able to fall on it and recover it. Yeah. And, you never know when that's going to happen, when something crazy like that. But then Leo Bender was right there to jump on that one for the Salem Tigers and recover that. And then the Tigers had good field position, but, Rick, they couldn't do anything with it.
No. That's like I say, we just can't get nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. We always thank our sponsors for making it possible here on the Town Screen Halftime Report. Obviously, our friends at Town Screen. If you haven't seen Town Screen, I know our people in Thayer probably aren't familiar with that, but it's a communication tool that really is pretty cool. It's vertical screens that show you a lot of different things that go on. And if you happen to be in Houston or in Salem, we have Town Screens in those locations right now. So if you ever get a chance to check that out, you can do it online at townscreen.com. Take a look at it, see how you might like that. And then you never know, we might be in your town pretty soon. Right. Very good. Anyway, Town Screen Halftime Report. 40 yards and penalties for the Thayer Bobcats, 22 for the Salem Tigers. Thayer's, though, probably a little bit more detrimental, except for the 1 5-yard false start for Salem after it was 2nd and 1. True. That was a bad one. But Thayer with 40 yards, 3 of those were holding penalties. Wow. And ball 3 kind of came at bad times. I would have to say the one on the kickoff return, if I would have hit the ball down the 22-yard line, that really, you only take 10 yards. But, Rick, that was a 50-yard penalty.
Yeah, that was a 50-yard there. Yeah.
Yeah. And for those who are watching right now on our halftime show, who are video streaming it, they're going to see this return. And, I mean, it's it could have gone a long, long way. Actually got to the 35-yard line. But when you look at those kind of long returns that get brought back by a penalty, first off, you're ecstatic. You got that big return. And then shoot.
It's like a letdown.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Absolutely a letdown. But Thayer Bobcats didn't seem to have a problem with that, Rick. They went out and had a 6-minute drive.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Did not score.
Didn't score.
So the Salem Tigers will have to figure out something on offense here in the second half. I want to thank again some of those sponsors. I want to thank Town Screen, obviously, for our halftime show. I want to thank our friends at Looking Glass Salon. Candy and Katie up there did a tremendous job, and they are proud to support our Salem Tigers, wishing them the best this year, whether it be volleyball, football, basketball, all with your baseball, softball season. We're there to bring them to you on KSMO Media, proud supporters of that. And Tater Sporting Goods and Taxidermy at the corner of 19 and 68 out that way. Head on out that way to pick up your necessary supplies and taxidermy. And it's getting that time of year, start thinking about hunting. They like to talk about hunting out there. Taters, Sporting Goods.
I'd say they like the hunting down there at Thayer, too.
Oh, they do. And taxidermy. Old Ribbone himself over
there.
Yeah, tell you that. Anyway, nonetheless, here at halftime next week, the Salem Tigers, they'll be off to Ava. They'll be taking on the Bears. And that's not going to be an easy chore, Rick. We all know about to go into Ava. It's just not ever easy, and they're playing some pretty good football right now. And then next week for the Thayer Bobcats, they're going to head to Houston. And we know that Houston team, they're pretty salty.
They're pretty salty, yeah.
So it'll be a big challenge for them as well. So both of these teams obviously would love to get a win here tonight going into next week, with 2 tough SCA games, both on Ava for the Salem Tigers and Houston for the Thayer Bobcats. Volleyball for the Lady Tigers came off a tough loss last night, but they're going to be in the Kabul Invitational Tournament this weekend, and we hope and wish Coach Atkinson the very best.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, they've got just flashes of brilliance, and then they make a couple mistakes, and then next thing you know, you find yourself behind. And so anyway, we hope they'll put it all together this weekend, maybe get a couple of wins down there at Kabul, and just change that whole season
Change their ground. Exactly.
Want to talk a little bit about our middle school football team, Rick. They played last night here, 7th and 8th grade. 7th graders won again. They're 2-0 on the year, and they won 28-0 over Mountain Grove. And the 8th graders, they shut out the Panthers as well.
Wow.
That didn't bother me a bit.
No, me neither.
Yeah, 6-0. They beat Mountain Grove. So good to see those young Tigers putting it together. And now, of course, the freshmen and JV will be playing next week on Monday. So good luck to them. We are at halftime. Thayer Bobcats, they are back on the field, getting ready to go. Salem Tigers are about ready to make their way back down the steps in the locker room. We have no score in this one. And again, just a real quick look at those stats, because my job is really easy without any scoring. Again, passing yards for Thayer was the last play of the half, 68 yards. And that's unofficial because they never put the ball down.
They just kind of walked off because
well, didn't score, so they just walked off. But we believe it's pretty close to 68 yards and 143 yards in rushing for the Thayer Bobcats for 211 yards in that first half, 8 first downs. Salem Tigers at 28 yards rushing, 1 first down in that first half. So we'll have to see what happens. Salem deferred. They will get the ball to start the second half. Let's see what they can do. We're going to take a 2-minute break and come back with that second half from the Salem High School football field. It is Football Friday night on KSMO Media. Back in 2 minutes. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Radio and Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
Surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Thayer Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Thayer Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Thayer Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
No matter what, every morning, farmers go to work, doing what needs done. The work is unforgiving. The days are long, real long. They nurture, they grow, they harvest. When the day is done, sell the fruits of your labor to your neighbors on Town Screen.
On the radio side, after this game, for those Cardinal fans, we will have the Cardinal-Philadelphia game tonight. Again, that's a delayed start. We'll get underway about 9:20 on KSMO Radio, AM 1340, FM 95.7. We've got football action. Again, don't forget to sign up for the Ron Copeland Stadium blanket. It's absolutely free, and it is beautiful. It has a wonderful Salem Tiger logo on it. Just go to KSMORadio.com. You'll see our splash page there. It has a nice, relaxing young lady on some straw there. Anyway, very, very comfortable. Go click on the giveaway. You'll see the information page show up. You need to know the keyword. That keyword is cheer. And we will be selecting another winner on the 20th. Actually, we'll be selecting 3 winners on the 20th. Anyway, nonetheless, your name, a phone number or email, some way to contact you, and we'll be drawing those on the afternoon of the 20th. And again, we hope you'll join us. And then again, next week for Ava, we'll have another one.
Do it again.
We'll do it again.
We'll do it again. Yeah.
My gosh, we'll do it again.
Yeah. Hey, if Ron will keep giving it to it, Sam will just keep giving it away.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's your chance. And you can do this whether you're watching right now live or listening live, or watching later on. You can do it just as long as you do it before the 20th of September and get that application in. And if you've already won one, please let somebody else win one. And we're not saying you can't sign up, but would really prefer that as many other people get the opportunity to enjoy.
That's right.
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is proud to support our Salem Tigers. We wish them the very best, and they obviously wish the Tigers the very best. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center. Ashley Cunningham, tremendous job over there, just taking that over from the Smiths, and she's fantastic. So Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center, a proud supporter of KSMO Media, making all this happen. All right.
All right, Stan.
Let's play some football.
Yeah, we're ready to kick this thing off and go to the second half here. Here we go.
All right, Rick. Let's do it.
Let's go.
To it. Zeb Du Bois to kick it. Comes back, and the Tigers play on a big hop. Trying to make his way up as Evan Mendenhall still on his feet. Gets up to about the 25-yard line. Flags all come down from the backside. That flag doesn't go very far, does it?
He tried to throw it once, it didn't go.
He tried to heave it, but it didn't get very far. And that's usually in the area of holding, Rick.
Yeah.
And it would have been nobody that would have been even affecting the play. That's the sad part about that penalty.
That is true.
But the flag went down. He got it to about the 33-yard line, but I'm sure it's going to be up the field a bit. A nice return by Evan to the 25, or to about the 31.
Okay.
They'll mark it back to the 22. So they actually put him down at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, 32. Okay. All righty. That's where we're going to start, Stan.
They still haven't indicated the penalty.
I don't know. Kind of did a little bit. I don't know if it was a hold. I'm sure it was a hold.
It had to be a hold. So Tigers in the eye. Hand off to DeGan up the middle, and he's going to get a couple. He'll get out to the 26-yard line. You're going to give him 3 yards, Rick.
Gotcha.
Almost 4.
He just kept those legs going, didn't he?
He did. I did not see him get as far as they spotted. I saw him get to about the 25. But again, it's where the ball is when they push him back. DeGan is the fullback. Metcalf the tailback in the eye. Get this one to Metcalf. Turns the corner, trying to spin. He does spin and gets about another 3, almost 4 yards. And then they're going to stop him at the 29, even though he did get a little farther. They said his momentum was stopped there, Rick. 3-yard gain, bring up 3rd and 3.
Kind of a quick whistle there, Stan.
It really was. That was a little bit anxious official there on the side because Metcalf was still on his feet.
He was still churning and turning, yeah.
Of course, we're seeing that through Salem Tiger eyes.
Well, you was looking at it through the binoculars.
He came to a kind of a stop before spinning. And I'm just assuming that's what the official saw. We're down to 3 seconds on the play clock. They better hurry.
Oh.
And then Thayer actually moved. Thayer moved ahead of the play. I don't know if the Salem Tigers drew him off. On the end, defensive end was going to come in on a blitz, I believe, and they're going to call it an illegal procedure. But I don't believe that was really the case. But I didn't see anybody move. But again, getting set up too late.
It's everything like you say. The play, just like last week, Stan. We thought the plays was coming in too late, and they was having to, get out of the huddle and get up to the line of scrimmage and get going in a hurry.
But the players have to hustle to the line and get set.
Yeah.
They can't walk up there, and that's what they're doing.
Yep.
They're not getting there in time, and they have to. And they see there's only 5 seconds left.
Gotta go. Yep.
Back to throw is Du Bois. He has time. He's now going to try and run up the middle. He's not going to make it. He's going to run right back into the thickness of the Thayer defense, and he's going to go down for little or no gain. He'll come up limping. I don't know why Caden didn't go stay on that side.
Just stay over there, yep.
But he came back into the middle of the field. Maybe he saw somebody open and was going to try and throw it. But no gain for Du Bois, and they don't have to punt yet again. So again, another key penalty, Rick.
Yep.
Another
penalty. Yep.
Procedure or motion call or false start, whatever you want to call them. It's just detrimental.
Yep.
Metcalf to kick it. It's a good kick. Going back is Spencer. He'll let it bounce.
Oh.
And it's going to take a, just kind of neutral bounce. It goes right at the 40-yard line, bounces to the 41, and that's where Thayer will take over 1st and 10. 9:25 to go, third quarter. We still have no score. That started out pretty good for the Salem Tigers on their first 2 runs.
Yep.
Then a penalty.
Yep.
And just, for whatever reason, I'm not trying to be detrimental, but for whatever reason, this team, if they're, what am I trying to say? They're very tender. You know, if you get crystal-like, if you get something goes wrong, it kind of breaks them up. It kind of slows them down. They don't recover from it very well. Pitch back to Spencer. Spencer trying to weave his way through that line and will gain about 4. Coming off the right tackle. He had a good first half, Rick.
Yeah, he did. 61 yards on 18 carries. Yeah. He did have a good half.
Just got himself about 4.5 there. Brings up just over 5 yards. We're going to call it 2nd and 6. Harrington will give it to Spencer again, trying to get to that outside. Cuts back against the grain. A good move at the time, but the Tigers were ready for it.
Yep.
I believe that was Sapal bringing him down. And he got some help there from a lineman. I'm thinking it was Grant Case.
Okay.
He's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Gain of just about 2. Again, 3 in the backfield. Again, Spencer trying to get to the outside, gets tripped up, but he dives forward for the first down. Mendenhall tripped him up, but he gets 4 and the first down. And Spencer comes up limping.
Yeah. Haven't seen it, Stan. He just got to get up there and got his feet knocked over. That was a nice run by Spencer to go ahead and get that first down, because he got hit behind the line of scrimmage, but he just kept that momentum going.
And let's talk a little bit about the tackling tonight, Rick. It's been so much better than we have seen.
A little bit more crisp. Yep.
Yeah, so much more seen. Getting that good approach. Hand off this time to Gonzalez. Big hole, and he'll pick up about 5, maybe 6, taken down by Sapal. I'm going to get him up to the 42-yard line. A gain of 5. Boy, he had a good burst through there.
Didn't he? Yep.
Thought he might be able to add a yard or 2 to that.
Nice.
Good job by Sapal getting him from behind.
It was a good job of Gavin. He did a nice hustle.
Give it to Gonzalez again. This time he breaks off 1 tackle, still driving. He'll gain about 3 off the left tackle. Kind of got his ankle rolled on there the last bit, but he seems to be okay. 3rd down and 2. 7:10 to go in the third quarter. We still have no score. In Salem Tiger territory, the Thayer Bobcats are at the Salem Tiger 39-yard line. 3rd and 2. So I'm sure 4-down territory.
True.
Harrington goes under center. To Spencer, he's hitting the backfield, bounces off, gets away, still on his feet, but will not get the first down. Ball comes loose. He may be hurt, Rick. He took a pop, and he's slow in getting up.
DeGon was the first one to hit him, Stan, and he's a little shaken up, too.
Yeah, he's kind of holding that shoulder, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in some pain. I hope he's okay, because he's kind of holding that shoulder.
Yeah.
4th down and 2. He's trying to shake it off. I'll give that sophomore credit. Carter, he's not coming out of the game.
No, he's not going to come out.
All right, 2nd down and 2. They get this one to Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets the first down and more, down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4. First down for the Bobcats. Their 2nd of this second half, with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yep.
Half of this quarter gone.
Here we go again, huh? One of these long drives. Yeah.
Well, and if they continue to run like this, getting 3-4 yards at a pop,
that's what they want. Yeah.
Then they
want to break it on you.
You keep the other team's offense off the field.
Yep.
and you control the pace of the game. Harrington keeps it himself on the option, turns the corner. He's got a lot of running room. Harrington down the sideline. Harrington is in for the touchdown. Harrington. Are they going to mark him out?
Yeah, they're going to mark him out.
Mark him out. The official in the end zone said he was in. They're going to mark him out at the 2. That's a 33-yard run and first and goal. Well, he had Salem buffaloed because they've been giving it to Spencer the whole time.
Yep.
And they're going to say he's down at about the 3. Good run by Harrington. A Spencer up the middle, dives toward the end zone. He's right there. Touchdown. .524 this third quarter. Mark Spencer goes in for the touchdown. Well, I will say this about that young man. That drive, he took some punishment.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Just got that ball over the line.
Just did. But a heck of a run by Harrington. He bootlegged that out, and Rick, when he went outside, everybody followed Spencer and Gonzalez to the right side, and he was all by himself.
The old naked bootleg, huh?
Talked about getting to the outside all night long. Salem's done a really good job, but they could not contain Harrington, and he got down to that sideline. They're going to go for 2 here. In the pistol, he wants to throw. He'll keep it himself, try and get in. He will not. The Tigers hold him out. Degon with a good play to extend it. So the 2-point conversion fails. It's a 6-0 game.
Nice play by Degon, Stan. He never give up on the play, and he seen him roll to the outside, and he just took off and come up and got him about the 2-yard line. Yep.
Really a good play.
It was.
And there were, Rick, that was a very well-documented drive by Thayer.
Yeah, and they finally, like you say, they finally got to the outside. It was a nice job by Harrington to allow his blocks to happen. And once he got out to the outside stand, all the Salem Tigers was going to their left, and Harrington was going to their right.
And when you got a guy as big and fast as he is, and he's got that leverage, got those big long strides, really hard to get out there.
Yeah.
So third quarter action, finally a score in this one. So the Tigers will send Evan Mendenhall deep. I want to thank Country Chic and Boutique and Photography. Country Chic Boutique and Photography for their support of KSMO Media, helping bring you these Tiger events. Good game tonight, Rick.
Yeah, good game.
And don't forget Fig and Ivory. The vintage china, all that good stuff down there.
Yeah.
Haven't checked that out 19. I hope you get down there. Fig and Ivory, also a proud supporter of our Salem Tigers. The kick's the squib kick. Comes down, Mendenhall having trouble finding it. Now picks it up at the 10. Trying to get to the outside. Nice little return after having to. And a flag goes down late. That might be for, there's 2 flags down. One on the far side, one on the near side. Little extracurricular activities out there, Ricky.
Yeah, look kind of little
after
bit.
the play.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll offset, who knows?
True.
You would hope that the officials would be much quicker in getting these violations figured out a little quicker.
Yeah, true.
So these guys have been around for a while. These are not new officials either. That's what really concerns me. Is that
they've been doing it for a while.
Jim's been doing a good 30 years.
Yeah.
And now he's going to come over and talk to the Houston coach.
Or Thayer coach.
Oh, see, yeah. Sorry. Thayer coach, excuse me. They're going to move the ball all the way back inside the 10 to about the 8. Still have not seen a call yet.
Yeah. The only thing I did is seen him move the ball back, and that was it.
Well, it's against Salem. And now he's going to go talk to Coach Myers. Again, we have not seen anything indicated by any of the officials as to what the infraction was.
I think that's
and
what
this is the second
Myers,
time
yeah,
now.
Yeah, I think that's what Coach Myers is wanting. Yeah, give me an explanation.
Well, I doubt if we're going to find out, Rick.
True.
But it must have been a holding call or unsportsmanlike conduct.
We don't know.
But the flag was thrown right around the 28. I'm assuming it's a 10-yard penalty.
Yep.
Tigers hand the ball up the middle, first man through, and that's Degan. And not much room for him, maybe 2 yards.
Yep.
So how do you keep track of penalties when they
We
never
don't know.
tell you what it is?
Yep.
But I'm going to assume, and I shouldn't do that, but I'm going to.
You're going to have to.
10-yard penalty.
You're going to have to.
Second down and 8. Yes, I will, because no signal, no sign given at all. In the eye. Metcalf, the deep man. Flip it back to him. Trying to turn to the outside. Little hold there, and nothing called. And Metcalf will get to about the 13-yard line. No flag down that I can see.
Yep, in the middle, Stan.
Okay. Yes, there is. There's a pretty obvious hold on Salem. And that's what they will call. And there's a Thayer player down on the play and where he was tackled after a gain of 3. Flag went down at the 10. It'll move the ball back to the 5-yard line. That was definitely a hold. That one I did see,
You
Rick.
did see that one,
I
didn't
did.
you?
I saw the hold.
Yeah. I think you called it before the flag come out, Stan.
Mark Spencer is one that was down and hurt. He's coming off. He needs a little break. The guy was really banged up on that last offensive set.
Yeah.
52 yards and penalties now for the Salem Tigers, Rick.
Wow. He's trying to get it to see if they want to take the penalty here, Stan.
Well, I'm sure they will. I've already marked it down.
I know you did. Yep. I've not seen you do that.
Coach Briar Hancock talking to Harrington, and I don't know where Jim's going to go tell us all about it. He does not need to go where the ball is. He can just do it from anywhere, holding against the Salem Tigers. And they're not going to do it.
Okay.
Oh, good. I'll gladly mark that off. But there's a gain of 2 then, so it should be 3rd and 6. All right, what are the Tigers going to do here? Sanders goes wide to the right. So does Richter. Metcalf, a single setback, back to throw DuBois, looking down the middle of the field, and DuBois is going to get taken down for a sack. He'll get taken down around the 8-yard line, a loss of 7. Coming in from the backside was the Thayer Bobcats. I believe that was number 67,
Yes,
was it?
that's what I
was
thought.
it 67 or 57? I couldn't tell you.
I thought it was 67, but it was kind of hard for us to see it, too. Yeah.
Ryan McIntyre, if that is the right one, I think it was 67. He gets the sack. Metcalf in his own end zone. A little bit of pressure by Thayer, but a kick is going to come down about the 35-yard line. And Thayer's going to have excellent field position again. It rolls all the way up to near the 40 of the Salem Tigers. Bobcats lead at 6-0. 3:20 to go in the third quarter. I'm kind of shocked they haven't taken a hydration break here. Hydration and break all at one time. It doesn't work very well.
Yeah, no, you mix them up, yeah.
I guess, man.
All righty.
All right, Bobcats with a 6-0 lead. Trying to see if Spencer's back out there. I believe he is.
Okay.
And he is. And he gets the ball. And he tries to go to the outside. Cuts back to the inside. Still on his feet. Down to the 31. Taken down by 2 Tigers from behind. One's Mendenhall. Degan the other. Gain of 9 and second down. And, well, actually, About 8.5, but we'll
Okay.
call it 9.
Gotcha.
Gain. Second down, we'll call it a long one.
Okay.
Same with only one first down in this game, Rick.
Wow.
Handoff to Gonzalez. He cuts into the middle. He's got the first down. He'll get to about the 27-yard line, a gain of 4. For Thayer Bobcats, first down number 12. Six nothing Thayer. A Mark Spencer 3-yard touchdown run. And that was set up by a fantastic run by Devin Harrington as he bootlegged to the left and went down the sideline. Heck of a play call if that was Coach Hancock, or it might have been done in the huddle. I don't know. And Salem jumps across the line. Dominic Berry kind of looked like he lost his balance and then came over. That'll cost Salem 5. Should have left the 5 on there.
True.
First down and 5 now for Houston. Thayer. I'm thinking they're going to Houston. I don't know why that's now stuck in my head. Shouldn't be, but it is.
Yeah.
2:22 to go in the third quarter. They have the only score of the game. Gonzalez up the middle, and just a little quick handoff, and a flag comes in from the backside. It'll be very close to a first down if the play stands. The flag came flying in, usually in the area of holding. And Rick, they don't put the little sand on the end of them like they used to. Or then they put washers on, remember that? And the kid got hit in the eye?
Doink.
And that was the end of that.
Yeah.
So the penalty, after a 4-yard gain, basically a 5-yard gain, 4-yard gain, they'll move the ball back to the 26-yard line.
Okay.
Thayer's 6th penalty of the night for 50 yards. Handoff up the middle, still churning, still on his feet. A nice run by Harrington to get down to the 15. And that looks like a first down. Don't see any flags.
Nope. That is a first down, Stan.
And that's an 11-yard gain for Harrington. He's got those long legs, Rick. He is very
he did a
elusive,
nice,
might be the best word.
Yeah, he did a nice job there, Stan. I thought of putting that ball in there, and he pulled it and come on the outside.
Yeah.
That was a nice job.
1:40 to go in this third quarter. Inside that red zone, the Tiger defense has played well, but they've been out there 92% of this game. Hand out to Spencer, and he's hit right away. No gain for that young man on that play. Owen Hamilton took him down for a loss of 1. Hamilton shot the gap, and he wrapped him up. That was almost a picture-perfect tackle.
Yeah, it was.
Got him right around the thighs and just lifted him up.
Yep.
So down to a minute left to go in the third quarter of this SCA contest. Salem 0-3, Thayer 1-2. This actually has been a fairly entertaining football game, even though there's not much scoring.
True.
Keeping it is Harrington. He gets rushed, throws that ball out, and it's going to be complete or incomplete. It looked like it hit the ground, but they're going to say, I think he's going to say it's complete. No, it's incomplete.
Yep.
The receiver fell or slid or maybe tried to come back and lost his balance. I'm not sure which one of the
I think
three.
he was trying to come back. Yep.
But he went down, and it looked like the ball was shortened.
Good pressure on the outside out there, Stan.
Owen Hamilton got back in there and chased him down. Third down and 11. Yeah, I don't think you want to have Harrington set up and be able to look over the field.
Make him get rid of that time.
I believe it's try to put a little pressure on him.
Yeah.
Spencer gets the handoff here, has a hole, and he's still on his feet to about the 12. I like to watch him run. He follows his blocker well, and he just waits for something to happen.
Yeah, he lets it set up, Sam, before he goes.
And if he can only get 3 yards, he's good with that. If he can get 5, he's good with that.
Yeah.
Well, it brings up a 4th and 5 with 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter. They don't have to run a play, but I'm sure, it's going to be very close.
Yeah.
Harrington has it, wants to throw, looking outside on a fade pattern, in for the touchdown. Spencer. From 12 yards out. Just a nice pattern. Tigers, Everett Campbell just couldn't get there in time.
Yeah.
And that comes as the quarter comes to an end. So Spencer, 12-yard pass from Harrington. That's a well-thrown ball, Rick.
Yeah, it was. He just kind of threw it up out there and let him go get it, Stan. That's exactly what Spencer did.
They'll go for 2 again. Tigers thwarted this effort last time. Give it to Spencer. Spencer trying to weave his way in. He is in for the 2-point conversion. Mark Spencer, 2-point conversion makes it 14-0 at the end of 3 quarters of play. But this has been a very good football game. And we'll take a 1-minute break and come back with the kickoff for quarter number 4 when we return. 14-0 Thayer. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Town & Country Supermarkets. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available. Then clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in the store for your favorite items, then tell us your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan this QR code to learn more and start saving more today.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Do-it-right deals are going on now at K&H Auto Supply, where you'll find spray-away glass cleaner, 2 for $9, Blue Devil radiator flush for $6.99 a quart, and Blaster silicone spray for only $8.99. K&H Auto Supply, your Park City Auto Parts store, right here in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
Welcome back to Bill Schuchart Stadium for the 4th quarter of play. Appreciate you being along with us on KSMO Media. Salem Tigers, Thayer Bobcats.
Yeah. Down to the last quarter here, Stan. We start number 4.
If Salem's got anything in their bag of tricks, they need to kind of figure something out.
Yeah.
But you have to be impressed, Rick. I know Thayer's got some yards in this game, but you still got to be impressed by the Tiger defense. They have been on that field. We've played 36 minutes. I want to say 33 minutes, 32?
Maybe more.
Maybe.
Yeah. Wow.
It's amazing. Kick goes down the sideline. It's a live ball, and it goes in the end zone for a touchback. Sometimes I wonder in high school if they realize that's a live ball.
Got to get on that thing or let it go into the end zone.
If it doesn't go in the end zone, you better fall on it because they can get it, and it'll be theirs. So Tiger offense has just not gotten anything really on track. They only had 28 yards at halftime. I don't think they've gotten anything hardly at all since then.
No.
Maybe 5, 6 yards. Penalties have hurt them.
Maybe let's try about 5.
Net.
Yeah.
5 net, yeah. Had a couple of decent runs, but then the sack by Du Bois, which can be termed passing yardage, but we usually do it on the offensive side. Hand off to Metcalf up the middle. He'll dive forward for 2. He is hit, almost as soon as he got the ball by Cooper Clark. I think Clark had his hand on him as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage for gain of 1. That's how quick he's in the backfield. He has been disruptive all night long, but
yeah, he has.
Tiger offense, though, just hasn't had any kind of catalytic converter out there. They need something to give them some kind of power.
get a boost here.
Maybe we need to find a Hemi.
Yeah.
Something. Hand off to Metcalf on a little bit of a delay, and he'll pick up about 3. Out to near the 24, but they'll bring up a third down and still need 6. Maybe even a little bit more than that. They're going to spot him back about 23.5. Just no big holes for the Salem Tigers. They continue to try and pound that ball through the line. You know, a lot of our guys, Rick, go both ways, and you know those guys trying to play offense right now, they've been on defense a lot, and they are tired.
True.
Now goes to Metcalf, trying to turn that corner. Can he get around the edge? He's still fighting, and he's very close to the first down. I'm not sure he got it, but he's very close. He just needed to get to the 30. One official has him there.
True. That's what I see, too. Like I say, it looks to me like he's got him marked at the line.
And it's a first down for the Salem Tigers. So good job by Metcalf. Second effort there. Game's far from over. You get a score here, Rick.
Score. Yeah, get on board.
Break one here and put some pressure back on Thayer. Handoff to DeGan up the middle. He's still trying to go. Man, he just got popped. He'll gain about 3, but he took a shot coming up from Gonzalez from that strong safety.
Wow.
And he whacked him in the back, man.
he just keeps trying to plug it along.
Well, it was about this close to helmet.
Yeah, it was.
I mean this close, about an inch.
It was close.
Because DeGan was trying to spin backwards, and unfortunately his shoulder pads and helmet were right there, and Gonzalez lowered his head. It was not an illegal hit, but it could easily have been one had he tried to maneuver around. DeGan again trying to run, and he's not going to get much there. Maybe a yard. DeGan, just a sophomore. You got to be impressed with this young man.
Yeah, and he initially didn't come out, Stan. You're right. It was kind of late getting in. Yeah.
Yeah, he played last year.
Yeah.
Third and again long for Salem Tigers. 9:15 to go. They're at their own 34-yard line. They need to get right to the 40. Richter wide to the left. They flip it out to Metcalf, trying to turn a corner on the right side. He has to try and reverse his field, and he's not going to go anywhere. He's going to lose a bunch back to the 26-yard line. That's a loss of about 9. Jamal tried to get to the outside. Thayer cut that off. He tried to reverse his field, but Thayer had protected the backside, Rick. When you got that happening, there's nowhere to go.
True.
So Salem will have to punt. Metcalf will drop back to the 15, and now flag goes down. I think they called it on Thayer for encroachment. Lining up in the neutral zone, maybe, or they called against Salem. Well, the one official on the right side pointed at Thayer.
Yeah, he did. Got me confused.
These guys have had me confused a lot tonight. High snap. Metcalf wants to try and run it. He's not going to get too far. He's going to get thrown out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. It was a high snap, but there was really no pressure on him to kick, and he tried to take it himself and make something happen. I give the young man credit for trying to make something happen, but you're not going to outrun Spencer and Gonzalez and all them to the outside when you have to gain about 20 yards.
No.
So Jamal tried something on his own, and now Thayer has the ball at their own 22-yard line, or at the Salem Tiger 22-yard line, 1st and 10. Hand out to Spencer. Spencer breaks it to the outside. Sapal brings him down.
Fumble.
And the ball does come loose.
Going to call him down, Stan.
At about the 19-yard line. A gain of about 3, maybe 4, depending upon where this spot is.
See what they're going to do here, Stan.
They're going to give him 5. They're going to say the spot is inside the 20 at the 19. Sometimes when they mark them down, Rick, that usually means they're back further than I thought they were.
True.
In this case, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. 7:35 to go in the fourth quarter. 14-0 Thayer Bobcats. Spencer, a touchdown run and a catch from a pass from Harrington. Harrington goes back, rolls the other way, has all kinds of room, fires it out, and it is caught by Clark for a touchdown. Clark with a great catch.
Nice throw.
19-yard pass, and it's 20-0. That was a heck of a throw, and Cooper Clark made a nice catch.
Yeah. Nice play.
19-yard pass from Harrington, his 2nd touchdown pass of the night.
Boy, hit him right in stride, Stan. That was a nice throw and nice catch.
He really did. That was well thrown, and
that was pretty.
Clark was patient, didn't get too anxious, let that ball come to him. That makes it 20-0 here in the fourth quarter. And coming in for the point after, looks like Clark again.
Okay.
And that is blocked.
I couldn't see who got a paw on it. Could you, Stan?
No, I couldn't. And oh, I might have been Joseph Griffith that got that paw on that one.
Yeah.
So the point after was blocked. 20-0 our score with 7:22 to go in this one. And a 0-0 game at the end of the half. You knew it was just a matter of time, Rick, if the offense of the Salem Tigers didn't get going, that Thayer's going to find the end zone.
Yeah, they're going to, because they were going up and down the field in the first half, Stan. They just had penalties and stuff that just aborted the drive, and then then now they come back in the second, and they didn't do that here in the second half so far, and they put the ball in the end zone.
Well, on that 4th down conversion, they gave them a short field of 22 yards, and they took advantage of it very quickly to score. And 20-0 going to be pretty tough for the Tigers to come back. Don't forget to sign up for that Ryan Copeland Stadium blanket giveaway. The key word is cheer. Don't forget, it's not like to the end of the game. You can do this anytime between now and September 20th. Just make sure you go to our website, KSMOradio.com. Click on the giveaway button. It's right there on our splash page. Then put in the keyword cheer, your name, a phone number, and email, and you'll be qualified for the drawing.
Yeah.
Doesn't cost you anything. It's absolutely free. It's just Ryan Copeland's way of saying thank you, and he's proud to be your state representative. Ryan Copeland, state representative for our area. He used to be a state rep for Thayer.
Yeah.
Then they moved his district. Bunch of dummies.
Yeah.
Anyway, the kick comes down. Mendenhall gets it on a big hop at the 18-yard line. Up the middle, trying to get to the outside, breaks one tackle, and he'll go down around the 23. And again, same thing, same people. Flag comes in late. So, Rick, Chase Smith has been involved in 3 altercations, and each time he's gotten called.
Yep.
We see the same official, so throw the same flag at the same player.
This time, like you say, I was watching, Stan. This time he pointed to Thayer. Let's see what happens.
Well, they both have been. I mean, it's not just Chase. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
it's Chase and the guy with him. They're both battling it.
Each other, yeah.
But they're not near the play, and they don't follow the play across. Now they're talking to Thayer about moving it back.
Yeah.
So it's going to be on Salem again.
True. Why did he come over here and talk to the coach?
To accept the penalty or not. I have no idea why. But that's...
that one's a new one there, Stan. Why?
And it's a 10-yard penalty, so it's again, we assume it's holding, but there it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that altercation, it should just be negated because both of them are doing the same thing. Nobody's doing anything different. But I guarantee you, because Chase is the last one to kind of push off, they're giving him that hold. And he's getting called on it. That's not the way it should be done. And the official should go talk to him.
Hey.
Say, guys, break it up.
Break it up. Knock it off. Yeah.
So no gain for the Tigers. Caden DuBois, the quarterback. 6:40 and counting in this one. Tries to get it to Metcalf. He just got crunched. He goes down after a gain of 1. Third down and 9 with 6:20 to go in this one. If Salem cannot get a first down here, Rick, Thayer's again going to have very good field position here in the fourth quarter. Richter goes wide to the left side. Single setback, and flags go down. Well, again, a false start on the Salem Tigers. That is penalty number 10. 72 yards, Rick.
Wow.
And when your offense isn't working, those penalties just dig you a deeper hole.
Yeah. Just keep piling on, huh?
It's now 3rd and 14. 3rd and 9, bad enough. 3rd and 14. But we watched the game at Houston. That was the one that got me. 2nd and 6. 4 straight motion.
4 straight. Yeah.
Penalties.
Yeah.
And doggone it, that changed that whole game. Down to 7 seconds left. Tigers still don't know where to set up. Now they finally do get set. DuBois back to throw. Fires it out. Intended for Richter. He just got plastered. I'm sorry, that's Mendenhall. He got plastered. They were both out there. Incomplete pass. And 4th down and still 14.
Yeah. Evan never had a shot.
No,
at that
there was too obvious a play, and the defensive back read it, and he came up as Richter set up for the block. Well, they knew it was going to Mendenhall like on a screen, a wide receiver screen, and he never had a chance. I will say this about the Thayer player, Rick. He timed it just right.
Yeah,
he was
he
extremely close. Play clock has run out. The officials reset the ball, and they didn't reset the clock. Comes back to Metcalf, who gets off a punt, kind of squibs this one. Going to come down, take a bounce, comes down to Gonzalez. There is a flag down. And if they say the play clock was out because they didn't reset it, the official came in and changed the ball. But why did they blow it dead when he took the ball?
Yeah. You know, when he fielded it.
If it's a delay of game, what is going on? Coach Myers out there, I don't blame him. I'm totally confused here too. The clock was never reset. Then a flag comes down. They let the play go, and as soon as Gonzalez goes to return the ball, they blow the play dead.
Yeah.
I think the officials need to forfeit.
He had some room to go on the outside.
He did.
Stand, and like I say, they blew it dead before he ever got started.
I think the officials need to forfeit the game to both teams. There's just too many meetings. This should be a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
Because really, I didn't see anything. Now, if there'd be a hold or something, I'm not going to be able to see that. But that's academic to this point. Why did you blow the play dead?
Yeah.
He didn't call a fair catch. And if he did, he ran with it, and that would be another violation. Well, 5:39 to go in the half. We want to remind you we're going to be at Ava next week, bringing you Tiger football on KSMO Medium. Thayer Bobcats will be at Houston. Good luck to them as they travel that way. And they're going to move the ball back against Thayer, whatever penalty that was. And have you seen the signal?
I haven't seen nothing.
So whatever that is, the flag down there, Rick, affected them there.
Yeah.
But
why did you blow the play down? I don't know that one.
Okay, well.
Okay.
Well, we're supposed to know everything, I guess.
Yeah. I'm like you, I just don't understand why the penalty, like you say, and it's a holding penalty on them. Why
are you going to the Thayer huddle to show us holding when you're supposed to be in between in a neutral zone?
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just here doing my thing. Here's Spencer back out there, gets to the outside, marked down the sideline to the 30. He is going to take it to the end zone for a touchdown. A one-play drive of 57 yards for Mark Spencer. Woo. We talked about it, Rick. Give him a crack, and that young man can go.
He will. He didn't miss that one, Stan. Once he got through that line, that was that was a nice run by Spencer, and he kind of turned it on once he got to the outside.
He did.
Didn't he?
He sure did. And with 5:28, Spencer, the 57-yard run. And the point after, the snap is high, and the kick is blocked again by the Salem Tigers.
Owen got that one, Sam.
Kick is blocked by the Salem Tigers.
Yeah. Owen Hamilton got that one too, Stan.
Well, Rick, they have number 48 kicking, and I don't have number 48. Do you have a number 48?
Nope.
I don't either.
I got a 46.
I know, but that wasn't 46.
I do not have.
That's why when I looked the first time, I said, was he out kicking again?
Yeah, do not. We don't know who it is. Yeah.
So apologize for that. It's not on our
we don't know
score sheet.
Yeah.
Well, 5:28 remains in this one. And real quick reminder, our Lady Tigers will be at Kabul for the Invitational tomorrow in that tournament. Good luck, Coach Deanna Atkinson and our Lady Tigers. That's tomorrow. Tonight, for those waiting for Cardinal baseball to be coming your way right at the conclusion of our game, we'll join that game in a delayed basis from Busch Stadium tonight. Cardinal baseball tomorrow, 5:20. And Missouri Tigers in K-State tomorrow. The old Big 12, Big 8 conference time. You remember those times, Rick?
Oh, I remember the old Big 8 was, was something else.
I loved it. Anyway, they're going to match up tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, right here on KSMO Radio. Well, we hope you join us for that one. Missouri Tigers 2-0. The Wildcats are 2-0. Should be a good matchup.
Yeah, could be a good game.
All right, 5:28 to go in this one. Fourth quarter action. The Bobcats have kind of broken it open now. Short field, 22-yard touchdown, 3-play drive, and a 1-play 57-yard drive. On the run by Spencer. He's got to be getting close to 150 yards, doesn't he?
152.
152. Kick is like a squib kick, and that's a loose ball, and that ball goes out of bounds. It was touched by both teams, so it should belong to Salem Tigers.
Yep.
Bobcats, though, had a chance of getting that one, and doggone, near picking that up was number 7, Dawson Harris. He almost had that ball. Tiger player, Rick, turned his back thinking the ball was going to go by him, and the ball just squibbed off.
That's
and then when he turned back around, like, whoa,
that's a live ball.
That ball didn't go that far. 26-0, Thayer Bobcats. They'll go to 2-2 on the year. 1-1 in the SCA. Tigers still waiting for the play. 10 seconds left. What have they been doing? Richter brings it in. They're not going to get that off in time. I already know that. May as well call timeout or just take the penalty. Can't get set. They're not going to be able to.
Timeout.
Tigers did not get that play in until there was 10 seconds left on the play clock. There's no way that they could have gotten that off after the kick.
No.
Well, Salem had to call a timeout. 26-0. Tigers trail Thayer. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Football and KSMO Media.
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center in Salem is here for all of your veterinary needs. From your house cat to a herd of cattle, Dr. Cunningham and her expert staff are here to help. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is committed to providing your animals with the highest level of care and support. Schedule an appointment today for checkups, boarding, surgery, supplies, or even 24/7 emergency services for established clients. Stop by or call in today and get the veterinary care that your pets deserve.
All right, welcome back. Salem High School football field. Bill Schuchart Stadium. Stan and Rick with you. Hope you have enjoyed the game. What a great first half. No score at the end of the first half. The Thayer Bobcats have pretty well dominated the second half.
Broke it open. Yep.
Mark Spencer has kind of dominated the second half for the most
True.
part.
That is true.
Richter handing that ball off and getting really nothing. I said it was a fumble there. I didn't see the fumble. Degon with that, Degon with that carry. He gets maybe a yard. 5:10 to go in the ball game. Second and 9. Spencer finally comes out of the game, and that young man can use the rest.
Yeah. Come over here and sit down and take a minute.
Yeah, Mark, take a load off, dude. All right. Victor under center. Uh-oh, got a problem here. And he's going to go down for a big loss of about 6. Landon Richter taking over a quarterback, loses 6 on that one. Somebody went the wrong way, or he had the wrong play in mind.
True.
Because it definitely was.
He turned around to hand the ball off, and
there's nobody there. He was all by his lonesome out there. Well, Tigers didn't get a lot of yards in their first home game. Total yards. And they're not going to have many in this game either.
Nope.
And when you got losses like that, what you did have dissipates very quickly. Metcalf with a handoff, and he's going nowhere. That's going to be bring another 4th down. So Rick, Salem Tigers
making a lot of substitutions over on the Thayer side.
Well, and they need to. Yeah, those guys have played a really good game defensively. That's Brandon Prince coming out.
Yep.
You got Gonzalez coming out there. That's Xavier Gonzalez. He's played well. Here comes Harrington out.
Yep.
So, yeah, these guys, they all practice it. Whether you're varsity, JV, freshman, you all practice. You do it to get better and better. You need that action. Metcalf's going to kick this one. It's going to take a Salem bounce down to about the 18, 17-yard line, and Landon Richter just stops on it.
Stop it there, yeah.
3:08 to go in this one. 26-0. The Thayer Bobcats quickly going over the scoring at the 5:24 mark of the third quarter. Mark Spencer on a 3-yard run, the first touchdown of the game. 2-point conversion failed as Degon kept out Harrington from scoring. And it was 6-0 at that time. Then as the third quarter ended, Spencer a 12-yard pass from Harrington. The 2-point conversion was good, 14-0 at that point. And then the fourth quarter, Clark a 19-yard pass from Harrington. The point after was blocked, 20-0. And then a Spencer a 57-yard run. And point after was blocked, 26-0. And that all coming in the second half.
It's like the first team offense is back out there, Stan.
Harrington giving that ball off. I'm not sure the running backs are.
There they go. There we go. Now that was Spencer.
Yeah, it was Spencer. But I saw the other guys kind of putting their helmets on and stuff. I wasn't sure if they'd replaced a couple of them.
Now they go.
So the Bobcats will make a change here after a gain of 4 by Spencer. He's had a good game tonight.
156, Stan, for Mr. Spencer tonight. Okay.
On the ground, Rick?
Yes.
How many attempts did he have, buddy?
28.
28? Yep. Holy cow.
Yep.
I wonder why he's tired. I'd be tired too.
Me too. Oh, flag.
And a flag comes down, and it looks like a little bit of motion there on the side of Thayer.
Yep.
So I'll call another false start.
Yep.
So Spencer with 3 touchdowns tonight.
Yep.
And he had 1 2-point conversion. He had a good night.
Yeah,
Harrington had a good night as well.
That's right.
Handoff and trying to find a little bit of running room. Where's number 24? And we don't have a 24 either.
Nope.
Well, this is the roster that they are sent to Salem. Rick.
I don't know who he is. He got a 1-yard loss. I don't know.
Well,
that's all we got.
Well, that's all we got. This time a little pass, almost intercepted. Yep, we don't have them. Mendenhall almost picked that one off.
Yep.
And that would have been probably a pick 6. They've been able to bring that down. There was nobody else out there. So the pass incomplete. Is that number 2 at quarterback?
That's what I was trying to figure out, Stan.
Or was that number 9 quarterback? First punt for Thayer tonight, I think. And they may not punt. Finally do. And it comes down to Tiger player Richter, and he's going to go nowhere. He'll get the ball to 42. He'll go down at the 42. 1:35 to go in this one. Actually, make it 1:36. Excuse me. I thought it was just going to click down. It did not.
Did not.
And Thayer Bobcats will have the happy flight home.
True. There you go. A happy flight home. Yeah.
26-0. Salem Tigers have a lot of work to do, Rick, in the drawing board. The offense, the defense, you got to be thrilled with those young men and just tip your caps to them. They did a fantastic job all night long. You cannot keep a team like Thayer off the board for 4 quarters, knowing your offense is giving you a 35 to 45 second break.
And that's it. You know, until the Salem offense has got to get doing something, Stan, because like I say, you can't. Our defense, you're just going to wear the defense out, and that's exactly, I think that's what's happened here in this game is defense was on the field so much in the first half. The second half, they're getting more down.
Yeah, that's just the way this has happened. Victor giving it off to Metcalf and gain of 4. 1:25 to go. Second down and 6 to Ava for the Salem Tigers next week. Houston will be the Thayer opponent next week. In the I formation. Cunningham the up man. Can they give it to Metcalf, and he's taken down behind the line. He gained 4, he lost 4. Neutralizes that effort.
True.
Down to 45 seconds left. 0-4 start for the Salem Tigers. I know Coach Myers didn't anticipate this. But without an offense, Rick, it is hard to win.
It is hard to win, yep.
And they are having some struggles for whatever reason.
True.
26-0 Thayer. This will be more than likely the last play of the game. As Landon Richter goes under center, takes it, gives it to Metcalf. Metcalf still on his feet, gains about 6, and that's going to do it. And this game will gently and quietly go into the night. Thayer Bobcats win it by a final score of 26-0 over the Salem Tigers here in their second home game of the season. Thayer comes to town, and after a very, very good, tough first half, boy, they get that clock shut off in a hurry, Rick.
Wow.
Salem Tigers fall to the Bobcats by a final score of 26-0. We'll take a 3-minute break, get some stats together for you, and return. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got every guaranteed. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
Salem Memorial District Hospital believes that our community deserves the very best healthcare one could offer. We understand that all physicians need the highest quality images to thoroughly treat each situation. With you in mind, Salem Memorial District Hospital has brought these services home, and that includes our new state-of-the-art MRI. Don't waste your time and money driving long distances. Let us take care of you here at home. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
When I meet a new loan customer, I try to drop everything that I was working on prior to them coming in my office and focus directly on what their needs are at the time, whether it be a new car, their first house. I focus directly on what they are telling me and what they are needing. And it doesn't matter if it's a small $1,000 loan or a $200,000 house. I try to treat every client the same.
With our outstanding local sponsors, we are able to bring you this and many other community broadcasts. Some of these sponsors include United Country Real Estate, The Local on 4th Street, Country Chic Boutique and Photography, Hub's Tire Center, Looking Glass Salon, Tater's Sporting Goods and Taxidermy LLC, Melvin's Motors, and more. Be sure to thank these sponsors for helping bring you Salem Tiger Sports right here on KSMO Media.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
I'm Dr. Tiffany Bland with Salem Memorial District Hospital. Recently, there have been many changes within our local clinics and hospitals, and you may find yourself looking for a new provider for your children. At SMDH, we would like to reach out to the community to let you know that we do see patients of all ages. Most of our providers are family practice, which means that we have been trained to see well child visits as well as sick visits. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
22 numbers, right?
Yep.
Welcome back to the Salem High School football field. Good to see you, man. We got you on halftime. Thank you. You're welcome. Gannon Craig, our band director, coming up, and appreciate Gannon. He does a great job. Yeah. He really does a fantastic job, and we appreciate that. And we're glad we were able to get the band's performance on at halftime. Sure. And again, we'll try to do that at all the home games. However, we can't air the music. It's unfortunate, but that's the internet copyright laws. And so
that's not us.
It's not us. It's nothing to do with. We would love to do it. We used to do it. Remember with Philadelphia Local 6 days?
Yep.
We used to do the band at halftime every game.
We would let people listen.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. We had the microphones up on the top so they could hear it. Yeah. Can't do that anymore.
Cannot do that.
Yeah, they frown on that stuff. So, anyway, nonetheless. However, let's talk a little bit about this game, Rick. There's a 0-0 game at halftime. Outstanding effort by Salem Tiger defense. Yeah, they bent a lot, but they didn't break. Unfortunately, in the second half, the Thayer Bobcats, eventually you know what's going to happen. They're going to wear them down. Yep. And they finally did. True. And they took advantage of it. A nice drive after the Salem Tigers could not get any drive going at the beginning of the third quarter. They did have a nice drive. They got the ball, and they just methodically moved down the field and then scored on a Mark Spencer 3-yard run. Nice play. Big run on that play was the Harrington bootleg out to the left. True. Nice call, nice play. He did a good job. All but got in the end zone. I'm not sure he didn't get in the end zone, but anyway, nonetheless, Spencer followed up with a 3-yard run, 6-0 at that time. And you thought the Tigers might come back, but again, they just couldn't get the offense on track.
No offense.
And then Thayer eventually just kept pushing and ended up taking advantage of every opportunity they got to score. So. Let's talk a little bit about those stats, Rick.
All right.
Good night offensively for Thayer, obviously, because they had the offense on the field a good 44 minutes.
That's right, they did. Like I say, we'll start out with the leading carrier. It's going to be number 1, Mark Spencer. He had 28 carries for 156 yards. Devin Harrington Stan had 8 carries for 75 yards. Colt Gonzalez had 12 carries for 71 yards. So they ended up with 301 yards rushing on the night.
It's a lot of yards rushing.
A lot of yards, yeah. And in the air, Devin Harrington-Stamp put the ball up 7 times. He completed 3 of those passes for 99 yards, and he had 1 interception.
1 INT, however.
400 yards.
But you look at this, 68 of those came on a play that made no difference.
That's right. Yeah. They didn't.
It really didn't.
It
didn't make any difference. Did not count at the end of the first half.
That's
so
true.
99 yards, but 68 of them came on a play that really had no bearing.
True.
All right, so very good.
Yeah.
So what else? What else did anything else on there that strikes you? A couple of touchdowns for Spencer in the game.
Spencer, got one. He put it in the end zone rushing the ball. He put it in the end zone with pass catch too.
He did. And a 2-point conversion.
And a 2-point conversion as well. Yeah.
3 touchdowns for that young man tonight, and really a solid game from Mark Spencer. I'll tip our cap to him. He is a tough little dude.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you that.
I will say that.
He's well built, put together, but he's a tough dude, and he keeps going. Salem Tigers, again, we talk about, and the offense is, at this time, is still anemic.
Yeah, you're right, Stan. And that, as we'll start here, was the leading carrier tonight, Stan, for the Salem Tigers was Jamal Metcalf. He had 18 carries for 23 yards. Carter DeGon, Stan, had 7 carries for 13 yards. Caden Du Bois had 6 carries for 10 yards. Landon Richter come in and, like I say, had the botch play that ended up with a 6-yard loss. So the Salem only had 40 yards of total offense on the whole night.
That's pretty tough, Rick. Ooh. Pretty tough. Let's go over some of the other stats for him. Rick gave you a lot of those stats. For Thayer, 14 first downs in the game, 2 turnovers, 1 interception, and 1 on a muff punt, and 7 penalties for 60 yards. Salem Tigers, 2 first downs in the entire game, and 10 penalties for 72 yards for the Salem Tigers. When we come back, we'll go over the scoring in this one, and then we'll wrap things up here from the Salem High School football field. Bill Schuchart Stadium. We'll take a 2-minute break and return. This is Tiger Football on KSMO Media.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard process supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
And welcome back to the Salem High School football field. Stan Stevens, Rick Hoy with you here again. Don't forget, you have plenty of time all weekend long to get signed up for that Ron Copeland Stadium blanket. We give them away at the football games and the volleyball games. You got many chances to sign up. Remember, the keyword is cheer. Go to our website, ksmoradio.com. Click on the giveaway button. It's right on the splash page there. Or if you happen to be on our website, just go to current events tab and you'll be able to find this stadium blanket giveaway at the top right there. Then put the keyword in, cheer, C-H-E-E-R, and then we'll be selecting another winner on Thursday of next week. Well, Well, it's a stadium blanket. It's really comfy. It's well insulated. It is water resistant. It's beautiful. It's got a great Tiger logo on it. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. And it doesn't cost you a thing. Oh, that's the best part. Anyway, check it out. Sign up for that. Yeah, again, you have to get on this blanket contention through next Thursday. So go ahead and take advantage of that and get her done, right? Get her done. Scoring in this game, none in the first half. None. Not a point. Both teams played great defense. Salem Tiger defense played a little bit better, but they were able to shut down the Thayer Bobcats on an interception in the end zone. They had a fourth down play they were able to negate. And then, obviously, the Tigers couldn't get much offense going, but they held Thayer off the board. Gave a big play at the end of the first half. Rick, I don't know if that had any negative effect going into the locker room or not. I don't think so. I just think the kids got wore out in the second half.
Yeah, they do.
So the Tigers came out in the second half, got the ball, tried to get something going on their first possession. Actually had a nice play, got 9 yards, and again, second down and 1, and a penalty.
Yep.
Second and 6. We had never got back to get that first down. Anyway, then after we punted the ball, it was a nice drive by Thayer. They went all the way. I believe the ball was at the 22-yard line or right in there. They started that drive, and they methodically moved that ball down the field. And then Spencer, a 3-yard run at the 5:24 mark to make it 6-0. That came right on the heels of an outstanding run by Devin Harrington. Talked about that. A 38-yard run, was it not? I believe so. Yep. Anyway, but Dahl took him down to the 3-yard line. That's where Mark put it in from. 2-point conversion failed, 6-0 at that time. Tiger offense again still couldn't get anything going. And so the Tigers pointed back. And again, a nice, consistent, not exciting drive by the Thayer Bobcats, but definitely one that would just get your attention, just wears you down. It's just pound, pound, pound. And then Spencer, a 12-yard pass from Harrington. After it was set up very nicely, Spencer came off the line, just kind of flared out to the left corner, and Tigers tried to get out there. Campbell tried to get out there as fast as he possibly could. Ball was just over his fingertips into a backpedaling Spencer for the touchdown. 2-point conversion. Spencer ran it in, 14-0. And then Clark, a 19-yard pass from Harrington. That was a beautiful pass after Jamal Metcalf tried to fake a punt and run it. I'm not sure. Maybe he thought it was too high and he couldn't kick it. Don't know what the situation was there. But anyway, Metcalf ran out of bounds by the 22-yard line. After 2 plays, 19-yard pass from Harrington. I mean, right on the money. Clark right along the back line of the end zone made a nice catch. Point after it was blocked, it was 20-0 at the 7-12 mark of the fourth quarter. And then Spencer, a 57-yard run with 5:28 to go after the Tigers, again, could do nothing with their offense. And the point after was blocked. 26-0 our final score. Salem 0-4, Thayer 2-2, Salem 0-2 in the SCA. Thayer is 1-1.
Yep.
We'll be in Ava. Thayer will be in Houston. Or Thayer will play Houston. I'm not sure if they're hosting or not. I don't know. But we do wish them the very best. And the Tigers, they've got to figure some things out by next week. Find some points.
Yep.
Can you buy a vowel?
I don't know.
Don't know either.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the answer is right now.
I don't either. And I'm sure the coaching staff's working on it. But it is frustrating for Tiger fans. Can't just get that offense going. You just feel if they did one big play and it would just bust everything open. But it's just not happening.
It's not happening.
It's just not happening. I thought after last week's touchdown pass to Hayden Sanders, I thought, okay, now you get this going. All of a sudden, bam, 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 get a few things. Just didn't happen.
Just didn't happen.
Anyway, we thank you for joining us on KSMO Media. We hope you had a good time tonight, whether you're from Thayer or anywhere else. We want to thank you for being part of our crowd tonight, listening in, watching, and hope you enjoyed the contest. My name is Stan Stevens. Rick Hoyt's here for Ben doing the video controls, for Kenny up on the roof. Up on the roof. Doing the camera work. We want to thank all of you for being with all of us here at KSMO. For the radio side, we got Cardinal baseball coming up in progress. We'll join that game with Philadelphia next. For those on the video side, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week from Ava on KSMO Media. Have a great weekend and good night from the Bill Shukart Stadium.
Thank you for watching this broadcast of Salem Tiger Football on KSMO Media. This game was brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Salem Memorial Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Salem Memorial Clinic, Country Mart, The Bank of Salem, Napa, Munet Auto Supply, Townscreen LLC, Tax Masters, Town & Country Insurance, Southwest Baptist University, Carroll Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Hubs Tire Center, Looking Glass Salon, New Life Auto, Hader's Sporting Good and Taxidermy, Melvin Motors and more, Southtown Furniture, Healthy Dent County, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, United Country Salem Realty, The Local on 4th Street, Country Chic Boutique and Photography, and Ozark Overhead Door LLC. Thanks to those fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger Football on KSMO Media.